Grab your controller, hit that power button glow. Rob Gamers Live, let the good times blow. Yes, hey, First up, Splatoon 3, ink flying through the air. He's painting every corner, no one's gonna dare to challenge his inkling. He's got the perfect aim. Turf wars turn to victories. He's burning up the game. Rob Gamers Live, let the chaos begin. Controllers clicking, grins on every chin. Splatoon, Mario Kart, party's gonna blow. He's unstoppable, let the good times flow. Now we shift to Mario Kart. Green shells flying fast. He's drifting through the rainbow road, leaving rivals in the past. Blue shells can't take him down. He's got a mushroom boost, crossing the finish line first. He's the ultimate host. Rob Gamers Live, let the chaos begin. Controllers clicking, grins on every chin. Splatoon, Mario Kart, party's gonna blow. He's unstoppable, let the good times flow. Let the good times flow. Now it's Mario Party, mini game madness unfolds. He's stealing stars, setting traps, stories yet to be told. Dice rolls and lucky breaks, he's always one step ahead. The chat's going wild, this is the stream we've been bred for. Rob Gamers Live, let the chaos begin. Controllers clicking, grins on every chin. Splatoon, Mario Kart, party's gonna blow. He's unstoppable, let the good times flow. Gamers Live, let the chaos begin. Controllers clicking, grins on every chin. Splatoon, Mario Kart, party's gonna blow. He's unstoppable, let the good times flow. Rob your controller, don't you dare hit pause. Rob Gamer Stream is gonna leave you wanting more. Grab your controller, hit that power button glow. Rob Gamers Live, let the good times blow. Yes, hey,
And we are live. Hello everyone, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. So let's welcome in the chat here. So far we have Cat Dogs in the chat. Welcome in, Cat Dogs. Hope all is well with you today. Thank you for coming through. Just trying to get the audio working right now. I don't see any audio being detected, of course. So once we get that working, we'll be good to go. So let's see how I can get this up and running, shall we? Oh yes, they changed the overlay, how it looks at the user interface. So I have to, try and find out how to do it again. Of course, I have to set the set properties to monitor output currently. So let's look into that. Of course, today we're going back to Splatoon 2. So we're doing a nostalgic stream today. So I know a couple of people have mentioned about Splatoon 2, and of course I like to revisit the game every now and then, so here we are. Might try out some anarchy battles, of course, see how that goes as well. Or ranked as they called it back in Splatoon 2, I'm pretty sure, right? But yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, options is probably where it needs to go. Advanced order is there we go. So this should hopefully fix what I need it to. There we go. Let's see if it works now. Apparently not, of course. What I might need to do is re-add the source, so let me do that real quick. I don't know why it's not detecting sound, honestly. Let's try this again. So video capture, USB video, the options, monitor and output. Let me check the settings, everyone, of course. It might be that I need to reconnect it. Hello, Franklin. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. It's the Ultra Stamp Man himself. Let's get your link posted in chat, shall we? Just about to get things started here, Franklin. We're just trying to get the audio working right now. For some reason, it's not detecting any audio, so might need to reconnect it, of course. So give me a moment whilst I try and get the audio working. But there we go. Yep, just a simple reconnect and resolved it. Because keep in mind this is a different I guess output because I'm currently playing this on the Switch One since you know because cloud saving is not a thing with this game, of course. I mean that, and as well, I don't feel like I can justify playing this game enough to have it on my Switch 2, really, of course. And as is, the space is already filling on it, so I'm trying to you know keep games on the Switch One that I don't play as often to save space as well. So there is that. Yeah, there we go. The space. I'll put it down to 17 as always. Yeah, we're good. I mean, of course, I don't know why the catcher keeps doing what it does, but let me. Hopefully, it will be okay shortly. Yeah, we should be good to go now, though. Let me get the my chat on my tablet, and then we'll be good to go. I'll probably start with some turf wars, and then if people want to do some ranked later, like I say, that's totally fine. I do have a raid target in mind today because they're doing a birthday stream, so I'm gonna try and catch them today. All going well, so I'll keep an eye on the schedule. I think so far they're on. Let me see, because I think they were playing. They got an order, of course. So I believe they have 3 more games to go. So if not before, I'm probably gonna join their Splatoon 3 section most likely. So they've got Sonic Racing Cross World, Mario Kart World, and Splatoon 3. So if I'm live, I should probably be live within those 6 sections. So at some point, that'll be the raid target. So yeah, hopefully I can raid them because you know, bird watching, you gotta try and raid them right, of course. And I've not been able to raid past 2 streams, I'll be honest, because I've been starting my streams later past couple of times I've been live, and also normally the games that I've been playing have lasted longer than I anticipated. So by the time I finish, no one's live usually. So we'll see if we can get. I think today we might be able to get a raid target, of course. Right, I'm gonna go back to my stream anyways. Take a look. Of course, I did see the news about Splatoon Raiders. I'm very excited for it. Eventually, I'm planning to do like a reaction video to it, of course. I might do it as a live stream. I might do a poll on that to see what people would prefer, really, of course. Because I've already watched over it like 3 or 4 times at this point already, of course. What I will say, it's got online cooperative, so definitely I'll be covering that with all of you, of course. Level 19 now, be manners and clamblets. Right, let's go into some turf wars. You get warmed up, right? Let's do that. Oh, okay. Well, that's been a while since it's been on this, so yeah, that would make sense, of course. Right, gotta do an update, of course. Right, let's do that then. That will explain why my icon's not uploaded on Switch because of course it is a different. I have done icon on Switch too, as many of you may see already. I did recently change it as well. Let's see. Gotta do this, of course. Just hope it doesn't. I just hope this doesn't make my capture go down because I know sometimes doing updates can cause that. Let me go back to my chat whilst this is doing its thing. Hi, Helpmeister. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. Hi, my name is Helpmeister, and I'm a professional Splatoon player. Well, nice to meet you, Helpmeister, professional Splatoon player, of course. I can do that. I can do that live, Franklin. No problem. Absolutely, I'm fine to react to them live. Usually, I'll do them towards the end of stream, but I can always as well do them beforehand, Franklin. If you do have to get going before I call it, so just yeah, let me know, of course. Hi, Game 123. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. You're fire Game 123, and let's see, you got a phone case yesterday. Very nice Game 123W. Not only do they look nice, of course, but they also keep your phone safe, right? So that's always good. Definitely help my absolutely you can, no problem. And hi, Star, bro, I see you. Get over here, Star. Right, let's get these links in chat, shall we? Literally starting off having to do an update on the Switch 1 currently, because that's how I'm playing Splatoon 2. So if I do go over to Splatoon 3 for the replay codes, I will have to switch over, of course, my capture. So it's all good because it's all in the same place, literally. But yeah, going good, thank you, Star, bro. Hope it's going well. All is well with you as well. I see you're live with Jamboree currently. Hope that's going well. Let me get your link posted in chat. Oh, okay, Star. What's going on in there? Of course. What's going on? Oh my gosh. Let's see. You may have seen, by the way, Star, that I posted an office picture of Gustavo's Mercedes-Benz running joke, of course, and yes, Griffin tea was officially served on that stream due to it, of course. Alright, let's try this again. Let's have a look. I posted it in Cobra servers, Starbro. So yeah, it was in response to one of Gustavo's messages in Cobra server, of course. You might have to scroll up a little bit to find it. Let me see whereabouts it is now, of course. Okay, not far up actually. It's literally just a couple of messages. It's just above the message when I say happy birthday to Cobra Senior. It's just above that one, of course. And it's got like Gustavo Mercedes as the name tag on the office table, and it's got like the logo of the Mercedes on the wall. It's pretty funny. For those who aren't in Cobra's server, though, I'm sure you're curious to see it, aren't you? Of course. For context, because I know some of you may not be familiar with the ongoing joke. I know, like, for instance, Franklin might not be aware of this ongoing joke, but basically, Franklin, one of our viewers, known as one of the regular viewers, I say regular viewers, he's not come through to my side yet, of course, but someone that we know in the community known as Gustavo, he's always talking about Mercedes on Mario Kart, so, or as he likes to call it, Mario Kart. So we're always having this running joke with him saying about Gustavo charging the Mercedes. So you may hear us say a lot on streams, you know, don't forget to charge the Mercedes, Gustavo, and you know, driving that Mercedes in Mario Kart 8. You know, we have these like running jokes with Gustavo, and he's totally behind it. He says he loves the shenanigans, so obviously we keep them going, of course. So if I can find it for you all real quick. At the time, Jess said about Mercedes-Benz University, so she gave me the idea to go through this. Honestly, so shout out to her on that. I literally did this during Griffin's Mario Kart stream yesterday. Let me get the picture for you all, and then we'll get started. But yeah, I just want to show you this. I want to show you this real quick, of course. But yeah, anytime Gustavo posts in Cobra server, we always come through this usually. Right, let's have a look. There it is. I need to get it in front of the video capture because right now it's not, it's behind it. There we go. So this was literally the picture, of course, of Gustavo Mercedes. He's got his own office now, of course. So there is that, of course. And then his response to that was, hang on, let me find it. His response to it was not. And I got 6 laughing emojis from it. So Star, of course, Icy, Angelo, Marcus, Griffin, and James give it a laugh. Angelo put LOL with 3 laughing emojis. Anyways, I'm with the Splatoon action, right? But I thought I would share that with you all. Honestly, hell, we can make it happen. I don't mind. We can make it happen right here, right now, because I'll be honest, help, those pictures, they are pretty quick to make. I literally just searched them in this app known as Gemini, Google Gemini, and it generates the pictures. So yeah, they do come together pretty quick, honestly. Literally, you know, we think of something, we search it in there, and then presto, there is your, of course, picture. Oh yeah, I am Star Bro, so keeping that in mind, I won't be going too long today, so I can make it for that, yeah. Do you have a time in mind for it, Star Bro? Just so I know when to like go on a raid. It looks well, I've got a raid target as well. It's their birthday stream today, so of course, you know, they probably. Thanks, Star Bro. But yeah, I'm all good for it, of course. Because well, my last stream was like 8 hours. Dream Light Valley, that round was quite long really. So yeah, keeping that in mind, of course, and you know, I'm pacing out. Hello Jay, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. Give shout outs to you and help, of course. There we go. It might be I have to space out. I might have to space it out after see. So we've got helps them, of course, but might need to do. I need to wait for a cooldown for Jay's shout out, of course. So I'll give it a minute. Hi Griffin, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. Hope all is well going on with the Jamboree stream, of course. I know you're all playing Jamboree currently. All is well. Thank you for asking, Griffin. Was able to get some good rest in before stream. Had a nice chill day. Did my usual routine, of course. So all is going well. We're just about getting started with Splatoon 2 here. At first, it wasn't capturing the audio because I am playing this from my Switch 1 today, but I managed to get it working. I just reconnected the capture. It was fine after that. And Griffin, I premiered this by the way, of course. Everyone's been informed about it, you know, of course. The Gustavo office, you know. You gotta start off the stream like that, right? Oh my god. Got you, Jay, yeah. Oh gosh. I think okay, stream dropped for a moment, but we're good now. But yeah, it was later than my usual stream time, Jay, of course. So yeah, apologies that you missed it, but stay tuned for the next episode. I will say the part I'm up to right now is I think it's called the Divide, and I couldn't get past this one section where you had to I don't know why OBS is doing that, of course, because it was fine. Now it's just doing that, of course. But yeah, Jay. Anyways, yeah, there was a part I was stuck on during the playthrough, of course. So yeah, there is that. And welcome in Daytona. Yeah, buffers are starting to happen, of course. I'm hoping it will stabilize. Right now it looks good, so fingers crossed. Thanks for letting me know, guys. Yeah, it's I don't know why, of course. Right. Yeah, apologies for that, everyone. Of course, I'm not sure why it's doing that. It is on full signal, mind you, but then it's just like randomly dropping. So it might well be that I need to reconnect it, of course. Gotta love technology sometimes, right? Let's see. We'll wait for it to stabilize, and if not, I'm gonna reconnect it, of course. No, don't worry, Jay. You're all fine, of course. This is on my side. I'm getting right now. The frames are dropping down, Jay. So no, it's not. This is on my side, of course. I'm hoping it. No, it won't stabilize. Okay, time to reconnect it. Try this again, of course. Like, come on, OBS. We talked about this. I went back to OBS today because the only thing with Streamlabs is when it loses connection, it will take off the stream. So I'm kind of alternating between OBS and Streamlabs now, of course. When it goes down to Streamlabs, that's when I start to get skeptical. And welcome in, Yard Hill. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. Alright, help. Let's see. Oh, yeah, you can help, or you can send me a friend request this way as well. I'll post it in the chat, of course. I usually pin this anyways during viewer streams help, so people can, of course, add me for the lobbies today. And thank you, Daytona, for understanding, of course. Yeah, you know how it can be for a streamer, of course. You know, if it's not the capture cutting out, you know, it's either, you know, maybe the live chat not show it, not always. Sometimes the live chat as well on the right side. Sometimes I have to refresh that, of course, or sometimes it's my audio that I need to balance. So yeah, there's so many things to manage, isn't there? Of course, and there's something generally can go wrong at times. So I know you all get that, of course, naturally. And I know as well for some people who aren't streamers, you know, they don't always comprehend how much it involves to be a streamer, really. Dang it. Honestly, OBS, I don't know what it's playing at right now. 'Cause I might have to do a refresh if need be, of course. If it does it one more time, I'm gonna have to, of course. Hi, Golden Angelo. Welcome for doing well today. Thank you for coming through. And hello, Evie. Welcome also. If you're doing well, thank you for coming through. So let's get the links posted in chat. That's what I want to make sure it stabilizes before we get started here, of course. Sometimes it will take a couple of attempts for it to stabilize. That's been a thing before today. Also, Angelo, How all is well, of course. Another running joke, everyone. If you know, you know. Oh my gosh. That'll be the friend request, yeah. So thank you, help. I will say I play you seen it for yourself, of course. Mostly like you've seen me on Mario Kart and I think Jamboree as well. But yeah, mostly I do play those on stream as well. So I've played I mainly play Mario Kart, Splatoon, and Mario Party. But I do play other games around that around those as well, of course, both modern and. I'm gonna reconnect, of course, OBS. So give me a minute, everyone, because yeah, otherwise it's just gonna keep doing it, isn't it? Really. So give me a minute whilst I do that real quick. So it might go out once again. Once again, this will be the last time. So give me a moment, chat. I know what I need to do. Okay, this should hopefully resolve it now, of course. So fingers crossed this is the one. Should be good now, hopefully. And thanks for the bro Angelo, and adding that to the counter, of course. I guess it counts as me saying it, so I'm at my end as well. Yeah, sometimes a reconnect is what's needed, and yeah, so far it's looking good. So I think we'll be good now. Touch wood, right? Let me see. So add the counters real quick. I'll add it for me as well, 'cause I did technically say it. I'll count it. I count it. There we go. And the game 123 say it before, 'cause I did say to game 123. You fair game 123. Did I post Griffin's link? I don't think I did. I'm gonna post it just in case. There we go. Thank you, Angelo. Yeah, all going well. Hopefully, of course. Okay, awesome. Dark. Do please say hi. Upon entering the stream, of course. But hope you're doing well. Thank you for coming through today. Got Eva's link as well. Let's try and do JJ out again. And then Daytona, of course. I think I have it set to 3 seconds for the shout command now, I guess. Awesome, Eva, let's go. Yeah, because I know a couple of people have, like I said, they've been saying about Splatoon 2, and obviously I like to come back to this every now and then, so I thought let's throw in a Splatoon stream today. Some nostalgia for everyone. Thank you, Angelo. Yeah, please do, of course, Dark. Please and thank you. Let's try Daytona's thing. Thank you, Dark, for being mindful of that. You're all good. Nice to meet you, though. Of course, Daytona, no problem. You all deserve them. Thank you all for being here today. Got you, Dark, no worries. That's all good. Should be going for a good while today, so we should be able to get you in, no problem. And Angelo, you don't need to be sorry, of course. You know, you're all good. That's another running joke, everyone. Oh my gosh. I am Angelo, yeah. So I didn't transfer this game over to my Switch 2 really. Just because I don't feel like I really play it enough, to be honest. These days to really have it on there. So I thought to save space, I thought I would just keep it on the Switch 1 really, and it means I've got a reason to actually use my Switch 1 still, because I'll be honest, I very rarely go on the Switch 1, of course. I only have a handful of games on here now, but I thought, yeah, I keep I feel like I don't really play this enough to have it on Switch 2 really, so. I play this literally every blue moon, I'll be honest, like I don't really play it off stream either really. Oh, let's go, Star, bro, let's go. I can only imagine, let's go. Oh, he actually, oh my gosh. Oh wait, Star, I gotta rewind that. Just now? Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh wow, I gotta see this. Hang on, chat. Hang on. I gotta see this. I've been there, of course. I did it with, like I was saying, I did it to I called them AJ, TJ for a second, but you know their names are quite similar, aren't they? And of course, as well, when you're so used to saying someone's name, like previously, you get used to it, don't you? Naturally, and then you just automatically call that person. And sometimes as well, that when you'll be reading the chat, and it's like you'll see that name, and or yeah, like it's like a whole thing, isn't it? Really. Let me see. I just heard Griffin. Yeah, I'm trying to find it, buddy. I'll be honest. Oh my gosh. Let me see. When was it? Of course. Yeah. Makes sense, Griffin, of course. Like I said, buddy, I've done the same before today, haven't I? Of course, with like I said, TJ and AJ as well, and I know as well. I even said, I think it was, I said thanks to Brian regarding something when he was saying about the audio. I think I was saying thanks to Brian about the GG, but it sounded like I was saying thanks to Brian about him about. When it was in fact Goku who was saying about my audio in the game chat being good, so that was pretty fun. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just going to say, Griffin, of course. Exactly, yeah. Like me being a regular for the game chats on this literally yesterday, of course, so yeah. That'll be it, Griffin, buddy, yeah. I'm just going to try and find it now, honestly. It was when you were getting the plunder chest, right? This is what I'm hearing, of course. Got you, Dark. Yeah. Is that? Oh, I see. Is there a particular celebration, Dark? Of course, or just generally speaking. I know here that they like to do fireworks for someone's birthday, or when it's like bonfire night, or something like that. Or New Year's, or Christmas. When was it? Let me see. Let me have a look. I think Star was saying it was when the punch happened, right? Oh, awesome, Daytona. Gotcha. That's what it references. Ah, nice one. W, let's go. Right. So Star said it was the. I don't. He's probably. Hang on. Let me read this properly, of course. Right. No, plunder as in like a silver plunder, right? I see now. Yeah. So not the plunder chest, of course. Let me see if I can find it, honestly. Let me see. Was it just before the lumber tumble game? Was it? Of course. That's what I thought at first I meant like when the punch just happened, but I'm just trying to find it now, honestly. Let me see. Sounds good, Daytona. Same with me, briefly. I'm just trying to find this moment in the Jamboree stream, and Goku or Joku is as we refer to you, of course. Welcome and hope you're doing well today, bro. Thank you for coming through, of course. And I know we didn't get around to doing this last time, so let's do it now whilst you're here, of course. You know what's coming, naturally. Ka me ha me ha. go, bro. That's for you, of course. Goku's usual intro. Yeah, exactly, Goku. Like we do, right? We space it out naturally. Don't worry, I'm not gonna call you Joku each time you come through, of course. Imagine. But yeah, we space out the jokes just for context, of course, everyone. So we do have a couple of inside jokes here, but you know, we don't assume everyone to get behind them or expect everyone to get behind them. So we do space them out due to such, of course. And in general, we just don't want to exhaust any jokes. So yeah, we do space it out, of course. And actually, they're all in good fun. Like, we're all very close friends, I will say. So we're glad to have you here, and you know, maybe there'll come a point when you eventually become part of them. But like we say, there's no pressure to be a part of those jokes, of course. It's all optional. You know, you do you is what we always say. Give me a moment while I try and find this moment on stream, of course. Trying to find the moment. Pretty much Jamboree, I'll be honest, Jay. So Super Mario Party Jamboree was what started off the shenanigans, really, of course. And I feel like, of course, that Star Game was the one who initiated the Crazy Shenanigans Squad. So I feel like that started it off, Jay. To be honest, that was what started the whole era, really. To be honest, so yeah. Super Mario Party Jamboree, of course, because that game naturally is shenanigans, isn't it? So, a lot of the jokes as well originate from there, MJ. So, you know, the donuts is referring to Goku's death, of course, because, you know, it's in reference to Peach's death, which thankfully for Goku, he won't really have to see much, because I'm recently became a Peach main, so, of course, whilst I'm playing as Peach, he will not see her minigame come up, so that's good news for Goku, right? Of course, because that's his least favorite minigame is Peach's death, and for me it's tricky turntables. So some people will say Rob is tricky turntabling. You know, do that as you will, of course. For Angelo, it's gatekeepers, so we say it's gatekeeping. So we like to do running jokes based on the minigames people dislike usually. Yeah, Jay, of course, yeah. Let's go, Goku, bro, let's go. But thank you, bro. W, bro. Let's go. Oh, let's go, Dart, let's go. Yeah, I'm just trying to find this, what Stars refer to as a Griffin blunder currently, in the stream. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know if it was before the minigame or after it. You might, hang on. Let's see. That's to get over here. I'm hearing that, of course. You might hear this a little bit on the stream. Trying to find it, chat. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I hear lots of saying just push Sable off. Oh my gosh. Oh, I found it, I found it, I found it. Oh my gosh. Star said you get over here. Oh my gosh. Oh my word. Oh my gosh, I just found it. I found it. It was during the lumber tumble section. Oh my gosh, it's because I'm always saying it to Griffin. That's why, isn't it? So that's context. Star said to Griffin, get over here, Griffin. And Griffin said, no, you get over here, Rob. It's because I'm always saying it to him. Oh my gosh. Do we premiere this, honestly, at this point? I feel like we need to. Hang on. A Star's like you do. Oh my gosh. I feel like we have to react to this on stream, don't we? We have to do it. Okay, hang on. Hang on, chat. Let me get this open. Hang on. Hang on. I wish this is why I wish I could, hang on. This is why I wish there was a clip feature still, honestly, because the crazy thing is YouTube have removed clips, of course, so that isn't YouTube bugging out, that is actually a thing now. YouTube have actually replace this clip feature with share at timestamp, which is not great, of course. But yeah, let me try and find it, chat, of course, for you all. I just have to go back to Lumber Tumble and then we'll get to it. Oh my gosh. This is iconic. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Let me go back a bit. Give me a moment, chat, whilst I try and find this, of course. Let's see. Yep, found it. Right, let's have a look at this chat, shall we? Of course. Oh my gosh, this is so iconic. I know why, of course. I totally get it though. Like, it's because I'm always saying it to Griffin. Like, you'll hear me in Mario Kart streams. Those who go through to Griffin's Mario Kart streams, you'll probably hear me say to him a lot. You know, get over here, Griffin. This is where it stems from. I'm pretty sure. We'll be getting in the match. We'll be getting in the round shortly, but I think we have to react to this, don't we, everyone? Of course, first. It's too iconic. Right, let's have a look. Let me make sure we're not just working. Let me pause the game as well so we can hear it. Let me see. Yeah, it's good. How's the audio? Let's have a look.
Too, if I can't.
Lightweight battle. Lumber tumble.
Lumber tumble.
Let's have a look.
Lumber tumble.
I'll just push Sable off.
I like the
Okay.
game.
Okay, and then I'll just come here. Get over here, Griffin.
No, you get over here, Rob. You get over here.
Oh my gosh.
Did you just call me Rob? Add that
What?
to the fumble.
Yep, that's a Griffin blunder.
Griffin, you just called me Rob, bro. I'm gonna tell Rob you said that.
That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
Oh
That's
my
what you
god.
get for modding.
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean?
Oh my gosh.
I'm
You
assuming
guys are
Rob's one of the
multitasking,
people you were
Griffin.
modding for when you go mute.
Yes, I did say hi in his stream. He is one of the people. I mean, say what?
Yeah.
Mod for listen. When you mod for a lot of streamers, it's a lot of work.
Facts though from Griffin Gamer, of course. Facts.
It is a lot of work.
I know.
But yeah, this is why we appreciate Griffin, of course, because even when he's at other streams, he's always lurking at our streams, of course. So big W to Griffin. Of course, jokes aside, but yeah. Yeah, found the moment, Griffin. Of course, we found it. I totally get it, buddy. Naturally, because I'm always saying it to you, aren't I? Of course. So I totally get it. Hi, Stephen. All is well. Thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well, also, of course. Let's give you a shout out as well. Yes, thank you for sharing, Star Bro. Let's see. Yes, get over here, Griffin. Oh my gosh. Right, let me get your chat out and chat, Stephen. There we go. I'm putting SO like it's shout, not SO. Hopefully I can remember the timestamp for this, because obviously I can't clip it.
What I'm saying is,
This is why I wish we could clip things, of course. I just have to remember. It's like I'm gonna have to write this down, of course. So it's been going from 1 hour 2, so 1 hour 22. So I'll just have to write it down, of course. Hang on, let me write this down. Yeah, found it, Star Bro. W. Yeah, suddenly right, Star Bro. Yeah, literally, I was in. As you could see, probably tell, you know, me and Griffin were in shock, really, of course, about that. As we all were. That's crazy that they would remove such a feature that is used by so many content creators. Like, what were they thinking, honestly? But yeah, W moment, of course. And like I say, Griffin buddy, thank you very much for lurking at the stream. Same goes to you, Star, and all of you, of course. Yeah, exactly what Griffin's saying in that clip, of course. You know, it is a lot of work to multi-mod. So yeah, W's to Griffin. 'Cause I know he does that a lot, of course. You know, he'll mod for multiple streamers. So of course, you know, even when he's in my live chat, like, you know, there's other streamers that he's attending. This is just why Griffin is truly a W, honestly, to all of us. So yeah, definitely sub to all the content creators part of that collab if you haven't already, of course. Sub to Loshado, Star Gamer, Sable Plays, and Griffin Gamer, naturally. But I get it though, I get it, because like I say, I'm always saying it to Griffin during his streams, because like Griffin saying, I'll normally join his game chats whenever he's playing a multiplayer stream. So of course yesterday I was playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with viewers. And normally during that I'll say to him, get over here, Griffin. So that's definitely where that stems from, honestly. I'm always saying I'll answer Griffin, of course. Alright, let's get into some battles, of course, though. Let's get into some battles. Thank you for sharing those, Star Bro. But yeah, that would be probably a clipped thing, of course. Oh my gosh. Of course, I was to be part of one of those boards at some point, because I know Sable says every Saturday he's going to be doing those now, so Saturdays might also be a Jamboree day going forward, of course. Because I put in Splatoon 2 today because I didn't get around to doing it last week due to some things that came up really, so yeah, here we are with Splatoon 2. Trying to get the games in that I didn't do last week, so of course Splatoon 2 today. Tomorrow will be Sonic Unleashed, all going well, of course. Fingers crossed, right? And you know, of course, due to such things, you know, my sleeping schedule has not been. This is why I've been on later. I'll be honest, because sleep schedule's, you know, not been the best due to things happening over the weekend and, you know, the daylight savings before then. So yeah, they definitely can affect sleep schedules, of course, and naturally, it's just, you know, things are starting, you know, like I said, you know, I'm hoping to get these streams started earlier as well, because I know some of my European UK viewers as well that, you know, of course, can't make it to the later streams, so I always try to keep that in mind, and just in general, so, you know, I'm ending at a good time so I can raid into someone, because the past two streams I've not been able to raid anyone due to the times I've been starting, really, of course. Of course, this Sunday as well, I'm at my regular online meeting that I go to with a developer, because they're still, you know, of course, he's at a, you know, a trade show this weekend, so yeah. So I've got a free weekend pretty much, and should be able to go live with Sonic Unleashed, of course, all going well. So we hope. And then maybe next week I might throw in like a surprise game. So some of you may have an idea of. I mentioned this game in my Dreamlight Balance stream yesterday, actually. So you know, I've been testing it as well. Of course, to see if it's potentially a good game for streaming, and I think it could be. I've got a backup plan if need be, but yeah, because the game is online based, but I will say it's definitely changed over the years. So I was on there yesterday, and it was literally people just grinding. I'll be honest. So it might not be that I play with, you know, AIs. We'll have to see, but there will be a surprise stream on Wednesday, of course. Something that I've never streamed before. So yeah, it's something that I've mentioned before. That's what I will say. But yeah, being throwing a nice surprise, you know. Keeping the variety and variety. And hello Rudy, of course, hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. And yes, go for it, dog. Definitely. You can send me a friend request as well. If it's easier. Let me do that. Oh, thank you, cat dogs. I need to pin this, don't I, really? But yes, this is my friend code. Of course, the pool name only works with Splatoon 3 naturally, but that's my friend. That's my friend code if you need to send me a friend request, of course. I think I can add you on the app as well, so I don't have to actually open the menu each time. I should have space, hopefully. I do still need to do a clear out, mind you. Might turn down the game mode a little bit as well, because honestly, Splatoon is a loud game on usually. Probably on the OBS though. Oh, it should sound good though. Of course, this is why I put it on 17. Come on, capture! Don't be acting up now. Of course, we've been over this. But I'd rather it be the capture than Oh my goodness, why is the capture being like this? I can't even play like this. What is going on with my capture? Oh my gosh. Gosh darn it. Definitely a what really capture moment. Let me leave. Hang on. Gosh dang it. Let's try this again, of course. Capture be capturing. But like I said, rather that than the OBS buffering. So of course, those who send me friend requests, you should be able to join me right away, because I'm doing matchmaking currently. If we get like I'd say at least 6 players, 6 to 8 players in the lobby, then we might change over to power battles. It can vary with Splatoon, especially with Splatoon 2, you know, being an older game, of course, it can vary. So the player count. So naturally, I'll always stick with you know, matchmaking to make up the numbers, really. Oh my gosh, that moment with Griffin, I can't stop thinking about it now. Oh my gosh. Naturally, it shows how much we all hang out, doesn't it? Really, of course, and absolutely, it's the best time hanging out with all of you, of course. Naturally. Those who aren't already aware, I am a regular at Griffin's, as well as, you know, Stars and Watchdogs, of course. They're all absolutely awesome, so you'll usually find me over at their streams, of course. Let's see, Steve, you see, they say Mario Odyssey is the hardest game to 100%, but I've got one more moon for the game. For the golden sale, rather. Let's go, Stephen, let's go, W. That's what I heard, Stephen. You know, like, I did hear that it's people have said to me, like, oh, if you're gonna try 100% Odyssey, good luck, which is more or less them saying, you know, it is a hard game to 100%. But I guess, you know, if you're determined to do it, anything's possible, right? It's going good, thank you, Angelo. My capture was cutting out a little bit during that match, so I couldn't fully like lock him, but otherwise it's going well. Currently trying out the duelist because I wasn't a dueling main back in Splatoon 2, I will say. You know, this being like the new weapon in Splatoon 2, I kind of just gravitated towards it really. Seems okay now though, so hopefully I can bring home a win rate. Got you, Stephen, got you. Thank you, Golden Angelo. Alright, Star, sounds good, bro. Thank you for letting me know. Awesome. And, yeah, good question, Stephen, of course. Because you would have thought they'd announce it alongside Splatoon Raiders, but obviously they've announced Splatoon Raiders, Stephen, so I guess that'll be like the in-between game whilst we wait for Splatoon 4 to release. I do think we are getting a Splatoon 4 personally. Possibly it'll be a new era going by, you know, Splatoon 3's Grand Festival naturally. I feel like that ended the era, so it might well be they go into a different era with Splatoon 4, or they might go in the past since Team Pass 1. Would be really interesting, honestly. But yeah, I am still holding out for it, Stephen. If it does happen, me thinks it will happen next year, honestly, late next year if they announce it this year. Of course, I might do my reaction to Splatoon Raiders. I feel like it would make sense to do it in a Splatoon 3 stream, so I might throw in a Splatoon 3 stream next week just so I can do that. Perhaps. Could be an idea. I feel like it would make sense to react to it during a Splatoon 3 stream, really. Either that or I do a video, of course, a video reaction for it. That could be a premiere in itself, isn't it? Because, I have been thinking to do video premieres lately, so that could be an idea as well. Maybe I could do a video premiere for it. I'll see how people want it. Like I say, I might do like a poll and ask all of you how you would prefer for me to do it, really. I know I've had a couple of people mentioning it already, like Game 123, Elijah, and I think yeah, I've got TLL. Yeah, I think so, Evie. Yeah, I think it would will be, to be honest. That works for me, Starbro, yeah. Like I say, it works out well because I was live about 8 hours plus previously, so it works out well to have a stream that's not as you know long. It's good to pace it out, and obviously just in general it'd be good to hang out with you also. Sounds like a plan. Oh my gosh. I gotta find that moment again, it's too funny, oh my gosh. I've literally got it on the pause frame on that. Oh my gosh. I can't get over it, honestly, I can't. Oh my gosh. I feel like I mean, honestly, I don't know how I feel about it, but I feel like Splatoon 4 might utilize mouse controls, which, you know, that might sound cool, but then I feel like that could go either way, really, of course. Like, people who, you know, would rather use analog controls, that could, or like motion controls with, like, you know, just like the gyro, that could go either way, really, for that game, of course. I'll keep an eye on my friend request as well, and let me know if you send me a friend request, and I'll add you in, of course. Normally the app tells me when I've got a friend request, of course. So I have the switch up on my phone, so I'll keep an eye on it, of course. I do need to do a crowd, like I say, really, because I've gotten to that point now where my friends is full. Oh yeah, I was going to turn down the game, of course. I'll do that after this round. Welcome in, Cosmo Guy. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. Absolutely, you can join. My friend code is pinned in to the top of the chat. Feel free to send me a friend request. Everyone is welcome to join. We're doing matchmaking currently, Cosmo. Doing some open lobby turf wars. My second match of the stream so far. Trade. If we get enough people, Cosmo, definitely we can. I know so far we have yourself and we have Dark, so if we get maybe at least one more person, we could definitely arrange something. Franklin, are you free to join? No pressure if not, of course, but you could be our fourth player if we do private battles. That's fine as well, Cosmo. I'm down for that. I'm down for it. That's true. Good evening, awesome Jess. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. Hope you're doing well, sis. Let's get your shout out, of course. Awesome stream yesterday, by the way. I could tell you are having a good time with it. Though that level, you did towards the end of the stream, I could seemed like a hard time, but you smashed the Jess as always. And welcome in, Cal. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. I can jump in soon, just finishing up some work. Also, hello. Got you, Cal. Sounds good, buddy. Hope all is well with you, of course. Let's get your shout in the chat as well. Perfect, Cal, of course, because we do need a fourth person for PBs, but naturally no rush, of course, on that one. Alright, awesome, Cosmo. Let's add you in, of course. Awesome. There you are, Cosmo, and I've got to add Yard here as well. Let me do that. Oh, I need to make some facing. Also, if you're still lurking, Griffin, do you remember? Oh no, I don't remember. Yeah. Just to say to you, thank you again for modding for me today. Greatly appreciated, of course. I gotta make some space for you all. Hang on. I need to make some space. Let me see what I can delete. Right, let me have a look through. Let's see. Who have I not seen for a while? That's the thing, really. Let's have a look. Give me a moment whilst I make some space on my princess. Like I said, I do need to do this more often, really. I keep saying I'm going to, but then I forget to do it, really. Let's see. Who have I not seen for a while, of course. Let me see. I should be fine. I've not been for a while, so alright. I think I'll do at least 5, and then that way it's taking me a bit of time. So give me a moment whilst I go through everyone, of course. It's gotten to that point now where I've had to do this really. Glad to hear that, awesome Jess. Just got home from work. Survived 5 hours. Wow, awesome Jess. Definitely get some good rest, my friend, of course. Definitely put your feet up and relax, my friend. And naturally hope the stream's a nice way for you to you know, of course, chill. And those numbers that you're getting just makes it all the worthwhile, right? naturally you deserve that pay just because you know, you've been working hard over there. W to you, awesome Jess. Let me see. I'll add your friend. I'll add you of course. I'll add you both. Cause Yard Hill and Cosmo, I can add you both now, of course. But give me a moment whilst I make some space on my list for others who might come through today. I'm good to see that this game's getting traction still because, you know, me being a variety content creator, you know, of course I go into things expecting the view counts to be up and down. Naturally, the views and I will say never bother me. I'll always play either I'll do both ways. So I'll play what I'm feeling like doing, but also I'll keep in mind what people say in the live chat, of course, regarding that. And you know, I'm always up for Splatoon, so it made sense. Oh, that Rosalina one though. But yeah, I need to try and see if I can make some space real quick. I need to add some to the best friends as well. That way I'll know. I'm gonna put help on this just so I know that's help naturally. I know that's help usually, but just so I have that as a note. There we go. What I've tried to do is add the favorite best friends as the regulars. We have a lot of those, of course. Though. Let's see. I know some of these people I still see around. I've seen Alice recently. Don't think I've seen Luigi Kerr in a while, honestly. Alright then. Should be good for now though. Okay, I need to do a proper crowd on off stream really as well. I keep saying I'm going to, but I forget to do that. Right, we should be good now though. We'll get some PB started, shall we? I do, Cosmo, yeah, I do. Of course I can't stream it because of copyright and you know, and of course it would have to be muted, so but I do play it a lot off stream because yeah, I love Just Dance and Dance Central as well, I will say. I have found an alternative, mind you, of course. It's an online rhythm game that I normally play. I am planning to bring back to streams. I've never actually streamed it before. I guess I could premiere it now actually, since I did mention it earlier. I'll just get into a lobby real quick. But yeah, as well, I used to play this online dance rhythm game known as Love Beat. For many of you, it probably will be the first time hearing this, but essentially it was like Dance Dance Revolution. So you use like a keyboard and to play it. So it would have like I think they call it a sequence bar, and it would be like a set of arrows, and then you'd have to input these arrows, and then you'd have to press the space bar on the beat, and you have to time it just right to get, you know, in their case, WoW was the highest you could get, of course. I used to play that for years. Since 2016, I used to be a player of it. Eventually, you know, I stopped playing the game because the developers kind of got a bit lazy with it, I will be honest, regarding that they stopped adding, like, you know, modes to it and like events and such, and they used to add like different modes and like events like constantly, but now they just like loop the content. So when I noticed they were doing that, and then they just started adding like a couple of clothing and songs every 2 weeks, that's when I was like, you know, kind of the game fizzled out for me really. But I am planning to bring it back next Wednesday, all going well, so that's the surprise for some of you, of course. So you were here when I revealed the surprise stream that I'm doing on Wednesday. Like I said, no one's going to see it coming because I've never streamed it, and I know this game, that being Love Beat, not many people will know of the game, of course. So for a lot of you, it'll be your first time seeing it, and the nice thing about it is the songs are copyright free, so I can play those songs without any copyright strikes because they're from smaller artists, indie artists if you will, so works out well, of course. But yes, I'm a big fan of like rhythm games, and that includes Just Dance and Dance Central. Again, copyright, is unfortunate. Definitely can, Cosmo, definitely can. Yeah, awesome, Jess. So I've had a couple of people mention about them, saying that they've not had a reason to play Splatoon 2, of course. I think they've mentioned something along the lines of like they had the game, but they didn't know many to play it with. And as well, I like to revisit this game every now and then, so I thought, have a throwback stream today and bring some Splatoon 2, and it does seem to attract viewers. As we see, we've got Cosmo today and Dark, so it's great that there's still people out there who are maybe looking out for Splatoon 2 streams, of course. Sounds good, Kyle, sounds good. But same with me, just honestly, I've actually got an app that tells me how long it's been, so I'll tell you how long it's been since I played this awesome Jess. I will say I used to be level 50, but due to my save data, not being able to transfer it over to my OLED, I did have to start over, of course, but I used to be level 50, I will say. I have an app known as, it's called Switch Buddy, I believe, and it tells you when you last played a game. Let me see when I last played it. It keeps track of all your stats, and I think as well that it's got like, you can view the shop there from there and stuff. Let me see where to find it again. I know Sonic mentioned this app previously. Let me have a look. Where's my play activity? At least I thought it was that app, of course. I gotta remember how I view it now. Is that on more? Let me see. Trying to find it now, of course. Because I'm sure you can view your play activity, because I know Sonic was telling me about this previously. Let's see. Because we'll still change the Turf Force, but why not? I will say as well, Cosmo, we actually have done custom Splatfest. So I'll host my own Splatfests with custom themes. The last one being Waluigi versus Santa. Shout outs to Kyle for that theme. So essentially, what I'll do, I'll have the first day on Splatoon 1. And then then I'd have the day 2 on Sunday on Splatoon 3, because I know not everyone has Splatoon 2. So what I would do, I'd play both games, and how I would do it, I would do regular Turf Wars, just like this, of course, with the colours. But I would also do like ranked matches mixed in between, and like I would even do the X battles as well, Cosmo, and yeah, there was a lot of popularity for them, of course. So definitely seeing yourself and Dark come through today does inspire me to come back to them eventually. It's been a while, like I say, really. It's been since last year of Christmas when I did one. Let's go, Eva, let's go. Sounds good. Yeah, we can definitely mix in 1v1s. We can do, of course, 2v2s as well, but definitely 1v1s as well. Let me see. I'm just trying to find my play activity, of course. I don't remember where you find it now. Let's see. Unless I have it on this, maybe that's mine. Hang on, I don't know why actually. It might be because the one I'm looking at is for the screenshots right now. I'm realizing now. There we go. I think I found where I need to look for it. I hope so at least. There we go. Play activity. There we go. I found it. Let's have a look. So the last time I played this was wow, I think it was the 4th of March, I think it says. Let me see, 26. So that's, of course, the 20th of April. but I only played for 15 minutes. So I guess technically speaking, that I properly played the 25th of December 2025 for 3 hours and 30 minutes. So I guess that's when I last played it. So yeah, it's been a long time since I played it. So like I say, that's why I kept on the Switch One really. It gives me reason to actually come back to Switch One, and like I said, I don't really play it frequently enough to have it on my Switch 2 really for now, so there is that. But definitely seems interest, you know, maybe you might see it more often, of course. Just generally speaking, I always enjoy coming back to this because it's definitely a standout from the series. I think I know a lot of people can agree with that. I know for Carl, Splatoon 2 is his favourite as well, I believe. Alright, Cosmo, sounds good. Sounds good. We'll do any particular colours you want, Cosmo, and I'm okay for anything. Sounds good, Cosmo, let's go for it. MC Princess, yeah, let me have a look. There it is, yeah, we got it. So we can do random colours, right? Thank you, Carl, yeah, please do be patient, and Cosmo, let the streamer start in their own time, please. We're good to go, yeah. Oh, I'll do that next time, Cosmo. I wasn't sure if you were okay with random or not, but alright, Final Fest colours sounds good for the next match. Sounds good. Thank you for lurking, Angelo. Like I said, we'll mix up 1v1s with 2v2s. That way everyone gets involved, don't they? Welcome back, Daytona. Let's see, we played Rainmaker on Bluefin. Oh no, let's go, Carl W. I saw you had a stream earlier, hope that went well, of course. Hopefully I can catch one of your streams. Same with Taja, honestly. It's been some time since I've been able to make it to your guys' streams, so hopefully I can make it one of these days. I hope all the streams are going well for you, Carl, of course. I will say that, of course, Carl does play a lot of Splatoon on the channel as well, along with Mario Maker, MLB, and Pokemon, so definitely check him out if you haven't already, of course. He's awesome. Absolute true one. And he's a brilliant sense of humour, of course, even though he denies it, but, truth is, he's very entertaining and a great personality, so definitely go check him out. Just be on the lookout for Waluigi, man, whilst you're there, though, because Waluigi just lurk there, of course, so he might say hi to you whilst you're there. I know the Waluigi all too well, because I have Eggman who keeps an eye on him, of course. Because someone needs to, right? Speaking of Final Fest though, Cosmo, we are planning to do like a rerun. I think, was it in July or August, of course? I need to look up the date for that, but I've had a couple of people saying in the live chat, of course, that they wish they either experienced Final Fest or they wish it would come back. So, of course, we can see that won't happen naturally, of course. But with Splatoon 3 being the latest IP naturally, but we can make it happen, can't we? I feel, especially if someone out there actually has the rotation times of the maps, then I could just literally add that to the to be a part of it. I'll be honest, I'm very long overdue posting the results for the last Splatfest, so that'll be something I do before I actually have the new one, of course. just playing this is nostalgic though. Because I will say, I didn't start streaming Splatoon until Splatoon 3 was released. I started streaming it. I believe it was the team bucket list that Splat was my first ever stream. I think it was the what would you do at what end spec, I believe is the first one that I have streamed. Because I've been a big fan of Splatoon ever since Splatoon 1 on the Wii U, and this was before I was a streamer. Back then I was a video content creator, so yeah, it's been quite the journey really. I've been streaming for 2 years now, just over 2 years. Oh, let's go, Daytona, definitely. Let's go. I could definitely see Lens being good at that, honestly, because just generally speaking, he does a great job with his commentary, doesn't he, of course. Honestly, I feel like I could probably do that on my channel as well, like, Tay just did it himself, like, just talking to me he finds entertaining, so, you know, that could be something I could see on my channel working as well, maybe like, you know, as well, maybe I could consider doing something like that. I feel like sometimes as well, my streams do turn into hangouts, and I'll be honest, sometimes we'll just be hanging out as opposed to playing the game sometimes, so definitely I could see Lens being good at that as well, because I have great conversations with Lens, I will say. Like, the conversations between me and Lens, they're very smooth, like, I feel like he always has the right openers and questions, and we always get a conversation flowing, like, so easily, I feel. Got you, Evie, no worries. Hopefully you're able to, I see you're in the lobby still, so hopefully you're able to, hopefully the connection stabilizes for you, Evie. I know this game in particular as well, can go either way, can't it, with the connection. Oh, thank you, Daytona. I really appreciate that. That's awesome that you support the idea as well. Yeah, because I know one of my good friends known as Teju, he said it to me before, Daytona, like just talking to you, Rob, is entertaining in itself, of course. So, you know, it's things like that really that will stick with me and, you know, make things happen like that. So this is what I'm saying regarding my last stream, saying, you know, community is important. You know, it's hearing that, of course, inspires me to do it really. Sounds good. Cosmo sounds good, so let's get those on the roll. Maybe as well I could turn it into like a little radio station, like Shining Sparks Radio. Something like that. I think that would be a fun idea, honestly. There could be some creativity involved in it, you know, naturally. Maybe I involve Eggman in it, because I sometimes do an Eggman voice now and again, so who knows, of course. How would it sound like a jingle? Something like, not to say I would do a radio station, like, essentially, but I guess the intro would be like, you are tuning in to Shining Sparks Radio with your host, Rob Gamer. Oh my gosh, something like that. Oh my goodness, imagine. But yeah, you never know what I'm going to do. This is what I mean though, like, we're very creative over here. You never know what's going to happen on this channel. I mean, we have so many counters for everything as well, that's another thing, of course. We definitely have channel lore for sure. And I think Eggman channel lore, he premiered during a Ninjala stream, so every now and then you might hear me mention him, because that was the calm that idea naturally. He actually gave me the idea to have him as a character on my channel. Because now again, people we like to do our, you know, different voices, and yeah, and Eggman voice, I like to bring it out now and again. I like to see Eggman's like lurking at my streams, you know, keeping an eye on things. Let's see, sounds good. Cause mostly you want to be on cast, awesome, alright, sounds good. Yeah, I really appreciate your support, Daytona. Definitely we could, I know as well, some people have like topics, don't they, usually, like there's a topic we could cover. Or just maybe just in general, just, you know, hang out and just, you know, discuss about, you know, just things in general. Definitely something I could figure out for sure. Oh, I like that idea, Kyle. Oh my gosh, I like that idea. Oh, speaking of Griffin, by the way, Kyle. Of course, I should probably show you that. mean, I could show you the moment, of course. That's if I can find it, mind you. I don't want to keep that bit waiting too long. But there was a funny moment today, Carl. Currently they're live with Jamboree, Lord Shadow, Sable, Star, and Griffin, and they were. There was a moment when Star said to Griffin, "Get over here, Griffin." And Griffin said, "No, you come over here, Rob." And Star was like, "Wait, did you just call me Rob?" Like, oh my goodness, I was watching it back earlier. It was too funny. I get it, of course, 'cause it's exactly what Griffin was saying. Like, when me and him are always in, game chats during his, lobby streams usually, of course, his few lobby streams. So it makes sense, and I do say that a lot to him, don't I? Get over here, Griffin. So it makes sense why he said my name. Naturally, it's funny, really. That's an idea, Daytona, like covering game releases and pop culture. Definitely, we could, yeah, definitely. I could look into that and then, have that as the topic and then, go into my thoughts and then you all share your thoughts. Definitely. Because there's so many things that I do cover, Daytona, so many interests that I have really, I'm into music, I'm into gaming, I'm into, of course, dancing, singing. I watch TV as well, so there's a lot of things we could discuss naturally. So there's definitely topics we could cover, because there has been streams when we'll just generally talk about things, whether it's those or just self-belief and the journeys that we've been on, of course, just in life in general. There's just so many things we can cover really, and that's the nice thing about it, is especially something like that, if you never know who comes through, who might need something like that. They might need that positive morale boost for the day. So they could come back to that. Either as a live or as a VOD, and that could help someone out there. Through sensitive times. You just never know, of course. Yeah, Carl, he did. Should I premiere the moment, of course? I guess, let me see if I can find it, mind you. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show it you, Carl, of course. Let me see. It was just before the minigame started. Hang on, let me show you what this real quick, of course. It's too funny not to really, so hang on. This will only be a minute, chat. Just showing Carl real quick, of course, the moments since he came through just after I was showing it. So give me a moment. Temporary intermission whilst I show this.
Versus
Time for another versus. Get over here.
Get over here.
Get over here.
So it's coming.
It's like all my coins, bruh.
Yeah, you
How am
don't
I
need them.
supposed to afford it? How am I supposed to afford the next star I can get to if I can't?
Lightweight battle. Lumber tumble.
Lumber.
Lumber tumble.
Let's just push Sable off.
I don't like this
Okay.
game.
Okay, and then I'll just come here. Get over here, Griffin.
No, you get over here, Rob. You get over here.
Did you just call me Rob? Add that
What?
to the fumbles.
That's a Griffin blunder.
Griffin,
Oh my
you
God.
just called me Rob, bro. I'm gonna tell Rob you said that.
That is embarrassing. That is embarrassing.
That's what you get for modding.
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean?
I'm assuming
Because you're
Rob's one of the
multitasking,
people you were
Griffin.
modding for when you go mute.
Yes, I did say hi in his stream. He is one of the people. I mean, Sable, I
Yeah.
mod for. Listen, when you mod for a lot of streamers, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work.
I know. But what I'm saying is that that's what you get for modding while playing a game, because then you get names mixed up.
I'm modding for Lord Shadow. I mod for Star. I mod for Rob. I mod for Cobra. There's a ton of people I mod for.
And Sable has the mod role, but doesn't mod for anyone. He just kind of sits there.
I'm what?
I
No,
didn't even see
I
the
do
moment.
mod. I do I link for.
But yeah, that was the moment, of course, just to go into that though, yeah. Of course, there is a fact in that as well, naturally, it is a lot of work, multi-modding, so of course, Griffin does multi-mod for a lot of streamers, so, yeah, props to Griffin on that, of course. And like I was saying as well, before, jokes aside, we appreciate all that you do, Griffin, of course, and we thank you for looking at the streams, Buddha. But yeah, it was too funny. I had to show that. Oh my gosh. But anyways, back to the Splatoon shenanigans, right? Let's see. Let's do. So let me just double check the themes real quick. So let me just double check. So chaos is gold, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, Cosmos to be on gold, okay, right? And then we'll do I guess since we did I guess we can mix with the team a little bit. So all right, sounds good. It's been even we're not on the same team. Let's do that. Right, Carl, that's what I'm saying, because I didn't even catch that on the first time I reacted to it. But yeah, typical Sable at the Thunder at the end, of course. Carl, of course, naturally, Sable used that opportunity, he saw an opportunity naturally to Thunder, and that he did, of course. And then like Lord Shadow's like, Lord Shadow is like, Sable has the mod role, but he doesn't actually do any modding. Like, oh my gosh, Lord Shadow. That's generally speaking how Lord Shadow and Sable are, of course, so not only off stream, but on stream as well. And if you know, those looking for a Sable crush out, if they say to him, good boy, that's how they get it, of course. So I've been saying that to him ever since. I'll say to Lord Shadow, is Sable being a good boy? And he just laughs, Moshino, of course. And then Sable crashes out. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. But yeah, it's back from Griffin Gamer though, like, you know, it is a lot of multi-modding, and of course, especially when you're in a voice call with others and playing the game and you know, keeping on, you know, it is a lot of work, of course. He's not wrong. I've been there myself. I've modded for 4 streams at once one time, of course. Griffin being one of them. Like those tournament streams that Griffin, Nighttime, Moshado, and Stargamer do, of course. I'm a moderator for all of them, so I'm there, you know, hopping between chats. You know, it is a lot of work, of course. Very rewarding, of course. I will say though. I do find it a pleasure to mod for everyone that I mod for, because knowing that I can help that streamer with their chat, you know, more so, and you know, ensure that they're positive. You know, it's a very rewarding role, I will say. I know that's something Griffin can echo as well. You know, helping people is the best feeling, isn't it? As you know, many of us can agree on, actually. You can't. Yeah, I'll be honest, that was the reason why I put it off, really, of course, because that's what I was worried about, like not being able to think up what to say. Because sometimes if there's no like running conversation in the live chat, sometimes it is hard to, of course. That's why, generally speaking, I will stick with the gaming streams, just because at least if there is a quiet moment in my live chat, I can just, you know, fill it in with commentary, whether that be, you know, oh, nice splat, or well played, and GG's, you know, things like that, of course. I know, speaking of Griffin, he was saying the same thing. He was saying, like, oh, apologies, if I'm not talking much, I've run out of things to say. Obviously, you know, that's when I came through saying to him, you know, you're all good, Griffin, you know, never any pressure to do that, you know, you do you. It's naturally, people should always do it when they feel like doing commentary, you know, if they, you know, sometimes, you know, having those moments in between is totally fine. It's, you know, rather than, you know, forcing yourself to do commentary, it's better to do it naturally, isn't it? It's better when it comes naturally, I feel. Which is why I said to Griffin, you know, you do you, and, you know, no matter, you know, the commentary on a streamer, you know, sometimes just simply watching someone, you know, stream is great in itself, really. Because even I've done that. I'll lurk in streams. Sometimes just watching the streamers, is totally fine. It doesn't necessarily need to be that chat interaction always. Yeah, Daytona. And let's go, 10 like hype. Let's go. Thank you, everyone. Let's get the command posted in chat. I guess we could do some 1v1s, couldn't we? Of course. Let me see. I'll do a randomizer. That'll make it more, interesting. I do a wheel spin. Sounds good, Cosmo. Sounds good. Guess we can do another 2v2 then, and then we'll do some 1v1s. Sounds good. I'll just write our names down for that. There we go. Got that ready, of course. But yeah, I should probably give shout outs to those part of that crap that really, of course. Whilst I'm mentioning them, but these are the people in that video that I just shown. They this is their links, of course. If you've not already checked them out, I definitely recommend them, of course. You'll see me there a lot, like I say. I'm a regular at all their streams, so definitely shout outs to all of them, of course. And yes, even you, Sable, of course, even Sable. we like to joke around with Sable. Naturally, it's all in good fun, of course. But yeah, we're always joking around with Sable. Hello, Isaac. Welcome. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. The map with tentacle, right? Do you know the name of it by any chance, Cosmo? Because I might or does anyone know which map that Cosmo's referring to? Because I know it's been a while since I've of course played Splatoon 2. Got you, Cosmo, right? I'm presuming it's a special stage though, right? I'm presuming. Glad to hear that, Isaac. Glad to hear it. Thank you for coming through today. Let's get your chat out, of course, in the live chat. Awesome, Jess is here as well. She has to come through today. Let's get your shout out and posted. Might be Cal. That would make sense, right? Let me take a look. Yeah, it might be. We shall see, of course. Thank you very much, Carl, because I know you've got a lot of familiarity with Splatoon 2 as well. There we go. That sounds like it's the one, of course, Carl. Thank you, Carl. WCU, buddy. And anytime, Isaac. Thank you for coming through today. We'll do I'm just hoping I'm hoping it will balance out the teams. That's the only thing. Nope, it does not. Never mind. Oh my gosh, it's a 2v1. Oh no, someone disconnected. Oh. Right, Cosmo disconnected, I think. Got you, Cosmo. Do we back out, or do we just go through with the match, of course? Exactly, Isaac, I totally agree, of course. Definitely keeps to her namesake. She is truly awesome. Alright, Cosmo, sounds good. So we'll get you in after this match then. Alright, Cosmo, sounds good. Got you, Kyle. Yeah, it would be the same with me, to be honest. It's been that long since I played it. Like I say, I've not played this game since end of last year, according to my player activity. So yeah, but it has been that long, of course. This is I launched it after that, but you know, I don't really count it because I was only on it for 15 minutes according to the playtime. I think as content creators, we're so used to you know, Splatoon 3 being that go-to, aren't we now at this point? Yeah, I will play this map again, of course, Cosmo, so we'll do this map again just to get you in for it. I'm actually curious though, like what would Star and Griffin think of the idea of the the game podcast? Honestly, I'd wonder what they think of it though, because even during streams we do just discuss about games, so it's like that could be an idea though. Honestly, I wonder what they think of it. I feel like Star is very good at keeping conversations flowing as well. So like even if those times that me or Griffin didn't know what to say, I think Star would think of something, and maybe other times as well. We just have to find that topic, don't we? Really, of course. I think Tamagotchi Life would be one of those, but then it's what I know. So Griffin doesn't play it, so probably it needs to be something that we. Honestly, there could be ideas though, like. Maybe, for instance, if we could have our Mario Kart, what would it be? Of course, like something like that. Or what would we do if we spent a whole day in a game universe? There's definitely ideas we could do on that. Honestly, there's definitely ideas. Or we just talk about the latest releases and what we hope will come out in the future. Maybe like theorizing a new Star Fox game, for instance. There's definitely ideas we could do on that. I just wonder what Star and Griffin would think of the idea, really, of course. I know generally speaking, they usually do support the ideas. Like, I'll usually mention something and they'll be like, that sounds cool. I mean, it's Griffin's inspired me to do video premieres, I'll be honest. Like, eventually I want to do video premieres, and Angelo's inspired me to do that as well, really. So yeah, we do inspire each other, really, around in the communities. GG's everyone, and apologies for the 2v1 call, of course. Exactly, Daytona, exactly what I'm saying, yeah, exactly. Like our all-time favorite games, exactly. Yeah. Definitely, yeah, exactly. And thank you for still being a goal, Angela. All as well, thank you for asking, Buddha. Just doing some private battles with Eve, Cosmo, and Carl right now. It's been great. And we're talking about the idea of doing like a potential podcast or in general like hangout streams, Angelo. Of course, that's what we're discussing right now, because Daytona mentioned that Lens is going to do a podcast type series. And I was saying to him that, of course, Teju said to me before today that just talking to me he finds entertaining. So I was saying to Daytona that, maybe in the future I might consider doing those type of streams or content. And Daytona was saying, I could definitely do that. So, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it can be. I know this one person known as Gerwolf. She actually, what she used to do, whenever she did 1v3s or 1v2s, I think it was, she'd always wear ink. I think she'd have like ink armor as part of her loadout, and that's how she would make it feel like it's a 2v2. She was very good at holding on. I will say, of course. She used to come from my streams. She was a very good Splatoon player, I will say. Got you, even. No worries. Well, we can wait for you, of course. No worries. Does the same thing happen during Turf Wars, Eevee, or is it just in Power Battles? Because if it's doing it constantly, we could go back to matchmaking. Sounds good, Isaac. Have a good night, my friend. We'll see you soon. Thank you for coming through today. Yeah, exactly, Carl, exactly. Because I know as well, Griffin just watched that, of course. We used to do Total Drama Tuesdays in Stargamer's Discord, Carl. So every Tuesday we'd watch a couple of episodes from Total Drama, but it's been a while since we did that, to be honest. I think because a lot of us have been streaming on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I think that's the reason why those don't go on as much as they do. Really, of course, it's figuring out the timings around people's stream schedules, isn't it? Really. Sometimes I would leave those days free in case they would happen, but I've not been fun about one for a while, really. But doesn't mean that we can't do a podcast. Actually, we could sometimes, what we could do, if not during Hangouts, we could actually watch episodes in our own time as well, and then we could discuss our thoughts. Honestly, I think that would make more sense, honestly, though, because rather than discussing it off stream or in a Hangout, it would be better if we discussed it in the podcast, that I think. So I actually look for it, though, like maybe we could watch a season and then we could share our thoughts of it. That'd be actually really cool, though. I like that idea, Carl. Let's go. W. You're absolutely fine, Cosmo. Never any pressure to chat, of course. That goes for streamers and viewers as well. Naturally, you do you, of course. Never feel pressure to do that, naturally. We appreciate the lurkers. Even myself, if I'm in like a Mario Kart stream or a Splatoon stream, I generally will be lurking usually in a live chat, and the most that I'll say is GG, or every now and then I might post some conversations, but sometimes it can be hard to in general type whilst you're playing such games, right? Of course, even no worries. So let's give Evie a second whilst they rejoin. No worries. Because I say TV shows, I know of course Stargamer mentioned that he doesn't really watch TV, and that's the thing goes with a lot of my friends, really. They don't really watch much TV nowadays, and understandable, because I will say for the most part TV is not the same as it used to be, of course. There's a couple of good shows out there, like some of these long time shows, I will say have been a bit up and down over the years. I will say a recent reboot that I watched, though, definitely came through because they kept very true to the original series, and they did a brilliant job with that, at least. So there is moments when TV producers just can come through with the quality, but then there's other times where like they over modernize a cartoon, for instance, which will put me off it, really. If they change the art style to an extent where it's not the same as the original, then it takes me time to get used to it, if at all, really. I'll be honest, it can be a bit of a turn off, really. But I know as well, of course, me being from the UK and then being from the US, and in Griffin's case Canada, of course, the shows that we watch may vary, of course, so that's another thing why we couldn't really do TV show podcasts. Like, that would probably be something I'd have to do myself, like if I was going to do that, like maybe like a solo podcast, like maybe that could be an idea. Maybe I could do one podcast by myself and then one podcast with a group. I think it would be cool, honestly. I like the idea, though. I do. The Gamer Squad podcast. What do you think of that, Angelo? And everyone, of course. Honestly, would you all be up for seeing that? Right, Angelo, gotcha. Got you, Cal. Yeah, that too, of course. Yeah. And probably you're better off, really watching YouTube. Honestly, I think to be honest, because you're not really missing out much. I will say, Kyle. We keep it going here because not only myself but my family, they watch TV as well still. But generally speaking, early 2000s and before was like the best TV content. There's still some shows that I watch nowadays. Like I watch a variety of things, whether it be like crime dramas, one or two reality shows. I don't watch too many reality shows, but I watch sometimes I watch them game shows, quiz shows. I watch some dramas, both modern day and one set in the past. I like dramas that are set in the past. I find them way more interesting, of course. We have this one show here in the UK known as Downton Abbey, which is basically about like I think it's set about like it's about a royal family essentially, of course. I forget the blurb real quick. But yeah, that's something I have watched the first season of. But yeah, it's a historical drama set in the early 20th to 20th century. And it's about this lord who's owns an estate with of course, like I say, a royal family, and they have like various different storylines that happen during it. I also like things that are set in like like World War Two and those type of shows. I find those very interesting, really, of course. I've heard of it, Daytona, but I've not actually got round to watching it. I know as well there's another thing called The Office. I've never seen that either. But again, these could be things that I watched for the first time and, share my thoughts, really. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's so many things we could discuss, really. Yeah, totally agree, Carl, of course. We had this one comedy back in the day known as Only Fools and Horses. I don't have too much familiarity with it, but it's a classic though. God, you didn't know. Yeah, I'm the same. I'll be honest. I'm YouTube is my TV these days mainly, of course. Like I might watch regular TV, like after stream, like later on in the day usually, or later on in the evenings, of course. But generally speaking, I spend most of my time watching YouTube streams or videos, of course, and premieres. I'll be honest, that's most of my time now, honestly. YouTube is the TV these days, I feel. Definitely, Cosmo. Sounds good. That sounds like a plan. Why, thank you very much, Carl, of course. Let me look up the person real quick. Oh, let's go, like a legendary. I see. I got you. All right. He hosts I know the show, Carl. Yeah, the Tonight Show. I've seen clips of it. Yeah. Because I know as well. There's like the Jimmy Kimmel Show, isn't there? Of course, and other like various talk shows like yeah. We do have of course talk shows in the UK. Like we have one called this morning, and now and again I'll watch the playbacks of it sometimes. We have something called the One Show as well, really, which I've never gone on to watching really, but there is a couple of actors and celebrities that I like on the One Show. It's basically BBC One's talk show that I've they air of course every day. I sometimes like to watch the interview on those though, because they'll post them on YouTube, won't they? Like the actors talking about the films and such. Yes, I am the new Johnny Carson, everyone. with the Tonight Show starring Rob Gamer, of course. Literally, I'm honestly thinking about it, like seriously, like a jingle for it, for instance. Like, oh my gosh. Like, there could be a jingle. I could see the, like, I'm visioning it now, like, I could have, like, a grey font or something, and have, like, maybe, like, a spotlight type background or something, and have that, like, in silver text, and have it, like, sparkly, text or something. It might not be silver, I'm just, thinking of an idea right now, of course, but it could be, like, I guess what they call an ident, or an intro, if you will, like, an intro screen for it. Like, that could be something, really. Even the Gamer Squad podcast could be, there could be a jingle for it. I'd love to do like an 8-bit inspired jingle for that one. That would be so cool though. I wonder if I could find something, honestly. I'd have to look into it. I could do some new things to this. Like, this is actually a W though, honestly. Alright, Angelo. You rarely watch TV, but if you do, you just watch the Food Network channel and watch other shows like Friends, Big Bang Theory, and Stanford. Got you, Angelo, got you. Yeah, same with me, to be honest. I'll be honest, like, as YouTube came into, into play, rarely, of course. I've rarely watched TV, but yeah, I love as well cooking shows. Like here we have something called the Great British Bake Off, Master Chef. I mostly watch Master Chef. There was a celebrity chefs. They do have celebrities in those as well. And yeah, I'm not sure if Evie is currently looking into their situation with the disconnects, of course. We may have to do a 2v1 if we don't hear from them shortly. Yeah, I watch a variety of things though, like even now this is coming into a hangout of business. So this is what I'm saying, that the conversations, they do flow really. Like I do watch as well like animal shows, there's one about these pets known as Pet Spectre that I watch. There's one on ITV known as the Love of Dogs, of course. I'm trying to think what else I watch now, of course. I most recently watched a reality show known as I'm a Celebrity South Africa. So it's basically when they get like 10 celebrities from the previous series, because it's originally set in Australia, and they have to go through these I guess excruciating trials, like endurance and physical and mental based challenges. Like they have to overcome their fears essentially. So it's a bit like Survivor for those of you who are familiar with Survivor, but only involves like various critters that they have to endure. So like they have to face their fears, and they have to like collect stars for camp, which gets turned into food for that night, of course. And if they don't get the stars, they end up with rice and beans for the night. So it's pretty much like a survival reality show. I would say it was better in its early years though, of course. Like I literally watched the finale for it yesterday, and yeah, there was a big to do on it. I will say a big like disagreement on it regarding the results, and it's caused a lot of controversy amongst the fan base, and yeah, it was definitely very dramatic, and yeah, it was one of those taking sides things. Yeah, definitely reality TV at its finest, really. All I'll say is I don't think the right person won personally on that one, but that can be the way, can't it? Sometimes your favourites don't always win it. I used to get really invested in them, like I used to be, really get like involved in them, but nowadays I'm like, what is what it is really. Of course, I don't get as much attached to them really, I suppose. But I used to get really into it. I'd be like, this person like needs to win, and like if they didn't, it would like bother me, of course. Yeah, basically there was a situation in one of the trials, and it made the audience take sides, like who was in the wrong, and the majority that said that they thought her person was in the wrong. I don't agree with them personally, but yeah, that's a whole nother topic, of course. All right, Cosmo, sounds good. Welcome in, CG. Hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming through. And sometimes it does CG. Autocorrect can be like that, of course. Currently, we're just waiting on Eevee to get back in CG, but we've not heard back from them, so we might just have to keep the matches going regardless. Because I don't want to, hold up the lobby too much, of course. Eevee said to us, let me see the timestamp for that. They said that oh no, they're gonna eat, of course. So okay, right. Keeping that in mind, then let's get these matches rolling. I didn't see that. I need to change my life to almost. Just sometimes I don't always see messages right away, so apologies for that, of course. YouTubing sometimes. Alright, let's get these matches going then. I know it's going to be 2v1s, but hopefully that's good with you, Cosmo, Wenda, and Carl, of course. If it feels too unbalanced, we can change to 1v1s or matchmaking. I know generally this is all in good fun, isn't it? So, all good. Now, we're not doing a custom Splatfest today. Oh. Yeah, they are, of course, Daytona. They are. I see they did ready up, mind you. I think they might be lurking whilst playing Daytona, though. Okay, right. No, they're still here, Daytona, right. They're probably lurking whilst playing, I'm presuming Daytona. I know I'd do the same, to be honest. Like, I'll be right. That's right. I've got you, gotcha. Thank you for letting us know. Yep, they left to get us the milk, did you? Yep. After all, we need the milk for Griffin tea, don't we, CG? If you know that reference, naturally. Yes, thank you for lurking, Cosmo, and thank you for joining today. But like I say, yeah, never any pressure for the viewers to type in chat, of course. That's never required. We have a regular here known as Dakota, he does the exact same thing. Like, he'll always be lurking, of course, and he only ever... Usually when we ask if he's okay to join, that's the only time he'll normally chat. Mostly he'll say hi and you know, maybe how we're doing, and then he'll say, we might ask him, you know, oh are you ready, of course, and he'll just say you know, he's here, and then he'll just play the game usually. So we have a couple of like, even if I have to do the same, especially with something like this or Mario Kart. You know, it's not easy to type, of course. You know, like they say, don't text and drive, right? And hello to Nightbot, since Cobalt always says hello to Nightbot every time it posts that, of course. I recently met Cobalt through Griffin, I think it was, and yeah, he's subbed to all of us, so you might see him. He's quite the character, I will say. Like, he gets behind the jokes, so yeah, he's like a great personality. He does live stream as well. He does like speedruns and stuff, and yeah, he just seemed really cool. Like, we were hanging out at Griffin stream and Star stream. He was at both, of course. So honestly, seems like a great person. He's definitely not on my raid list for sure. He definitely comes across as a good personality. And speaking of TV, some of you may know that I've watched a dance reality drama known as The Next Step. That's again something I could discuss as a podcast if I wanted to. I know a couple of you are into dancing and singing and such, so that's why I would consider doing that as a podcast idea. Because those of you who are not familiar with it, it might inspire you to watch it, of course. So like, that's an idea I could discuss about The Next Step, because then I just have to think how I want to do it, really. Like, you know, there's been like 10 seasons, so it's like when I watched through them all again, of course, like, would I watch them back and then react to it? Like, that's the thing, I'd have to figure out how I want to do it, really. Or I just react to the last season. That's the thing I would do the season 1, presuming it would be, you know, having a big following behind it, but maybe I could just do the last series, and that could be an idea in itself, really. You know, maybe share my thoughts with what I think of the sequel coming out, which is The Next Step. You know what, maybe I could do some theories, you know, maybe I could analyse the trailer, of course, and let you all know what I think of it. So there's definitely ideas we could do, of course. then as well, maybe I could react to things that I've never watched before, like if I could ever find America's Got Talent or something like that, you know, I could share my thoughts with you on that. And there's just a lot of ideas that we could do, really, honestly, on that one. There is. Got you, Kyle. Yeah, I can relate to that, of course. Sometimes I'll go for a weapon thinking it's a different ultimate, and then I'm like, oh, it's this ultimate, of course. Just realised. You mean you might have a game theory? Potentially, Kyle. Yeah, this could be the new game theory of YouTube right now. Of course, we might be making history right now. How did you just say? I think what was it now? I think it was that's the map pack reference, isn't it? I remember you used to do it on your streams, Carl. Of course. Something like I think it was like I can't trying to remember how you'd say it now, but I think it was like something like a game theory or something like that, and you were very good at it, I will say, Carl, of course. Sounds good, Cosmo, sounds good, let's do that, okay. For this, in that ticket, we go. Let me try and find it. Was it something like, it's not a film theory, it's a game theory? Was that how, and I think there was other lines to it, wasn't there, Carl, I'm pretty sure. Something like, is it like, it's not a film theory, it's a game. That doesn't sound right now. What was it again? I'm trying to think of it now, of course. That's it, yeah, that's it, Carl. Yeah, hello, Internet, welcome to Game Theory, yeah, that's the one. That's the one, Cosmo, yeah. You know the reference. But that's just a theory, a game theory. Yeah, that's the one. I'd have to hear it again to properly get it, but yeah, I can vision it, because I know Carl said it a couple times, Cosmo. But that's just a theory, a game theory. Yeah, something like that, isn't it? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know the reference. I will say I don't think I watched much of MatPat really, of course, but I think game theory in general I need to watch more of them really, of course. Are they still going or did they discontinue? I know recently, of course, S&G discontinued. I used to watch Nintendo Live. I still like to watch them, but their recent reviews have been so critical lately, of course. I think sometimes you need to be, but I feel like sometimes the points they bring across I don't always generally agree with. I feel like they've become very critical about gaming nowadays. I still think Alex is a great host regardless though, but yeah, they're very critical, and I like the new host they recently had as well. She's great, honestly. I think as well, it's not a bad thing to be critical, honestly, though. Like, naturally, they're still great hosts, naturally, of course, but naturally, we're not all going to agree on the same things, but that doesn't mean they're not great hosts, naturally, of course, they are great. I do like his intro, of course, Alex, I think it's pronounced Alex Olney, I believe it's called, he's great, though. Hello, lovely people, it's Alex from Nintendo Life here. It's a very nice intro, isn't it? I do like it. Trying to think of what the new lady's called now, but she's also very good. I really like her though. Got your Daytona, let's go. I watch iGen as well. iGen, you know, Instinct. They're pretty cool. I used to watch Ali A as well. Before we changed over to doing Fortnite content. I watch Sats Got Games. This is another conversation. This is something we can have so many conversations, of course. Anyways, Abdallah Smash, he's great. I know that Star likes him as well. Yeah, same, Carl. Yeah, but that's more than enough. Often, let's get right into things. Exactly. Yeah, and I do as well, Carl. To be honest. And that's totally fine, Carl. Of course, you know, food is life, right? Right. Got you, Kyle. Got you. So it's changed over time, naturally. Gotcha. That's cool that they're still going though. Oh my gosh, ain't no way, Star, bro. Oh my gosh. And cheese is like exact, Kyle. Oh my gosh. Would it be okay if I premiered it on stream, Star, bro? Of course, again. Oh my gosh. Do we need to find this moment again? Oh my word. I'll be honest, I've shown Carl the moment he came through just after I've shown him, and I've shown him the moment, and of course, oh my gosh, naturally he found it hilarious. Yeah, we do have a cat command. I'm pretty sure we do, I'm sure we do. If not, we can add it naturally, because we are animal lovers here. So I thought we did, to be honest. Let me try and find your map real quick, and then I'll catch up on chat, of course. Footers in the attic, you say, right? Let me have a look then. Give me a moment, chat, whilst I try and find it, of course. I think that's one of the footers in the attic. There it is. Right, there we go. I thought we had a cat command, to be honest. Let me add the one. I thought we did, to be honest. And I know Teju and cat dogs, and of course, Ayumi always mentioned about cats, so don't see why we can't have it, of course. When was the moment, Starbro, of course? Hang on. Oh my gosh, Griffin blunders. Starbro, I think you need to add a Griffin blunder section, honestly, oh my word. Oh my word. We're definitely going to be having conversations about this later on, aren't we? That's right, yeah, we have a cat document, that's right, yeah. Cat Dogs is one of our regular viewers, Cosmo, and moderators, of course. They are awesome. They're currently lurking, but they were here earlier, though. We met them through another content creator known as Switch Gaming. He's a family-friendly Nintendo content creator, of course. But yeah, they're all very cool, of course. Let me get this command added, because I thought we had it, to be honest. Yeah, we've known Cat Dogs for a long time, Cosmo. They're very cool, like I say. Let me add the cat emoji. I thought we had it, to be honest. There we go. And then I'll put meow on it as well, because why not? Let me find a cat emoji. There it is. There we go. We do mention about cats and dogs here a lot, so I think it makes sense to have this really. There we go. Yeah, that's right. So Tanjiro is the @ handle, Cosmo. So whenever you see Tanjiro, that's cat dogs. Because, you know, YouTube likes to show the @ handles now, which is not my favourite feature YouTube has done really, but I'm kind of used to it at this point. But yeah, of course, YouTube doesn't show the display names, but yeah. There you go, we have the command Cosmo, be like, of course. I thought we already had it, to be honest, but we have it now anyways. W. Oh, let's go. It's my time to do one now. Let's see how I do. Actually, this is all in good fun, so I'm totally fine with this, of course. Now, I play in good fun, so don't feel like this is unfair, because I don't see it as that. Yeah, I used to watch YouTubers, of course, back to that topic. I used to watch, I still do, of course, when I can, but yeah, I watch Satscott Games, I've done a Smash, IGN, who else do I watch, of course? I used to watch some of Captain Sparkles as well, that's the nostalgia one, isn't it? I used to watch a lot of Yogscast, of course. I kinda stopped watching them after the original cast left, though, I'll be honest. I didn't really, not to say that the new cast isn't as good, it's just, obviously, you know, you get used to getting a cast, and then sometimes, over time, you just, you know, other content creators come out, don't they, really, but I used to watch them a lot, previously. I should probably tune into their streams and see what I think of the new hosts, really, of course. I know Lewis and Simon, they're still there. I know a lot of them left over. They used to have like Duncan. I used to watch a lot of Martin, known as In the Littlewood. And I know there was Hannah as well. They had a lot of hosts over there. I thought Hannah was great, honestly. She would, her thoughts on games were very thorough, if you will. Like she was a great gameplay reviewer and content creator, I will say. I think she's still on Twitch, mind you. I think she moved over to Twitch. I think now she's separate from that, because I believe I think she went a separate ways. Naturally, that can happen, can't it? I also watch PlayStation Access. They are great. I really like PlayStation Access. There's actually a host there known as Rob. Robert S. Pearson, I believe his name is, and he's very talented. They actually have their own version of the Crystal Maze. You know that show, of course, and they've turned it into a gaming format. So instead of that they actually make challenges based on games, and if they win, of course, they get a crystal naturally, and then that goes into I think that contributes to extra time or lives in the finale when they'll face against Rob, he's the main host of it, and he'll normally do like Crash Bandicoot Nitro fueled, of course, for the finale. So they have to beat. So I think the last one they had to beat him in a battle. So every year they do that for Christmas. Pretty cool, honestly. And they generally cover the new games, and they're a great set of hosts, I will say. Well played, Kai, well played. Hi, Bright, welcome in, my friend. Hope you're doing well today. It's the persona herself. Oh, I'll take a look, Doc. I'll have a look. Thank you for letting me know. And new emojis, Bright. Please share, of course, on YouTube or. I'm all ears, of course. We love our emojis here. You're absolutely fine, Carl. No worries. Well played to you, Butcher. I'll be keeping an eye on you though, sir. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're good, Cosmo. I'm doing random at this point, so you're all good. Unless you want to do a 1v2, you let me know, of course. Singles with Carl. Like, if you want to be on the one team, let me know, of course. Sounds good, Cosmo. Sounds good. Mind you, I'm not sure how balanced it will be with 2v1, but we can go for it. Welcome back, game 123. Any particular stage, Cosmo or Carl, or Alright, sounds good, Carl. So you can bet on the one, alright. So me and Cosmo versus Carl. Sounds good. Let me check my friend requests real quick. I know I have to open it on my app, because if I open it here, of course, it's going to display the lobby. So let me check my app and see if that friend request has come through. So let me have a look, Dark, real quick. Let's have a look. What is your name on Switch, Dark? Is it KJ by any chance? TKSKJ, is that you, of course? Splat in Zones is a Splatfest. Oh, okay, got you, Cosmo, gotcha, alright. Oh, let's go, Brad, let's go, W. I'm glad they're adding more emojis. I think they do the same on Android every now and then, that they add new emojis. Shoutouts to you, of course. I will say, everyone, Bright is very talented, so if you haven't already, definitely check out Bright's channel. She's an artist, and she does like lots of crafts, so definitely check her out. She's a wonderful friend as well, I will say. Oh, let's go, game 123. Love to hear that, of course. hope he's doing well, of course, and same with you, Game 123, and all the best to you both and everyone always. I always, that's lovely that you always select to each other before calling, and that's just, you know, you love to hear those positive vibes, right, everyone, of course, we need that. I haven't Bright, to be honest, but you know I'll definitely be checking them out, of course, so you might see some comments on those. I look forward to hearing them. Definitely. I still remember your first time that I heard Miraculous Malfunction. Absolutely, because how I do it. So those who don't have content, I do exclamation mark shout, and then I put your this is how I do it. So that's how I normally do it now. But generally speaking, that's not required, of course. If you're a content creator, of course, you know, it may well be that, you know, you know, you might have to come through a couple of times before we start shouting you out, of course, but that can vary, really. Like, if you come across well, then it might be that I, do the shout-outs, you know, ahead of that, of course, and of course you do, Cosmo, so naturally, if you did make content, I wouldn't mind giving you a shout-out. Got your Sable, I think, yeah, because Star was just saying that you're gonna do 2 sets, right? So have you finished the other 2 sets? How long have I been going for? Let's see. Got your Cosmo, no worries. We definitely support small content creators, most certainly. I'd love to hear that Game 123, love to hear that. Let's see, yeah, exactly, Sable, yeah, so we would have to, yeah, that's true, so, yeah, let's see. I don't want to leave it to that man, because I know how long the film is. And probably I'd probably want to call it a night after, the movie night, of course, so, keeping that in mind, maybe I'll go for another 20 minutes, and, then I might go on raid into, probably Isaiah's today, most likely, if it's still alive, of course. Because especially now when I've got my sleep schedule smoothing out, of course, I want to keep that going, of course, so best to do it now rather than later. So yeah, I think 20 more minutes chat, and then I'll probably end off stream regarding what Sale was saying there, of course, because do have a hangout planned for today, so alright, let's do that then, of course. So I'll probably set a timer just in case as well. So we'll do it probably, let's see, 3, 6, 9. So we're probably looking a couple rounds still. Alright, so I'll probably go for another 20 minutes, Saber, and then I'll see you all there, of course. If you wouldn't mind letting Star know. I know the runtime is about, I think it's 1 hour 30, of course. We're doing a movie night today, everyone, so yeah, I think I should be able to go through with it. Alright, sounds good. So let me set a timer then. Hang on. Let's see, timer, right. There we go. I'll start it as soon as the match. So which? Okay, so alright, sounds good, Sable. Thank you for checking in, buddy, of course. Yeah. Totally feel that as well. I'll be honest, video I've not posted a video for like 3 months, of course. It's been a while. Alright, Bright, sounds good. We'll probably go for 20 minutes, like I say, you know, regarding the time it is currently, and like I say, of course, what Sable, relating to what Sable's saying, I'll go for 20 minutes, and then we'll go on a raid, most likely. I was saying to start, you know, it makes sense that I do a short stream today anyways, because I was live 8 hours, previously, so, you know, that's something I've been working on, is my pacing, and off the streams, of course. Definitely I can Dark. If people offer it, that's an idea actually. Of course, yeah, we should do that. That would be cool. Definitely, we could do that. We have the numbers for it, so. Got your Sable. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, awesome. So let's see then. Physics 9, 11, 12. So maybe we could do like 3 more rounds of turf wars. Because I know a summer, how long are we talking? Like it's about 5 minutes, isn't it? Really, usually. Can vary, of course, but So maybe we just go under, honestly. But yeah, I have to. So rather than doing a time, then maybe we do 3 rounds of turf wars, and then maybe we end up on a slam run. That could be an idea. Sounds good. I'm okay for that. All right, let's do it. So Splat in the Zones is a map, right? Let's have a look. So I'll take 3 less requests for the stages, and then we'll go into a slam run, and then we'll raid into I'd like to think Ice's Reavers will still be live, so it's his birthday today, and he's been, very supportive of my channel. Also, Andy was there for my birthday stream, so definitely I want to send him a raid back naturally, of course. Alrighty, so let's do one of 3 matches, shall we? So yeah, 3 rounds of Turf War Sable, and then we'll be ending off on one slam run, which is essentially 3 waves, so that shouldn't take too long, mind you. Alright, Dark, I think you're KJ, aren't you, of course? That's the recent friend because I'm seeing. I think I've just accepted your friend request, Dark, so you should see me on your friends list now. And then we'll get you in for the last 2 rounds, of course, of Turf Wars, and then we'll, unless you want to wait for Slam Run, because like I said, we'll only be doing 3 rounds of Turf Wars. Alright, sounds good, Dark, sounds good. Welcome back, Evie. Because we can get you in the next match if you're ready to. Probably what we'll do, Evie, would just, regarding what Sable's saying there, of course, I got a hang up with friends planned for today, so as well, it works out well because I'm pacing out myself, of course. Things happen over the weekend, as previously, and just in general, I've been pacing out the streams, to keep in mind my well-being and self-care and such. So yeah. Yeah, so it's 3 minutes per round table, and I think a sound run is about 5 minutes, so I'd say within 20 minutes to be exact. Maybe even less, to be honest. I'm thinking, because I think if it's 9, that would be the 3 rounds course. And I seem to have it in my head that a sound run lasts 5 minutes, of course. So we're talking, let's see, if that's the case, that's 10, 11, 12. Probably like, 14, 15 minutes, maybe just a little bit over table is probably what we're talking right now. Hope you all had fun, by the way. It sounds like you did, of course. I heard about Griffin calling Starman me, of course. I watched it back on the replay, and I heard there was another blunder as well. I heard as well. I think it was Griffin called Lord Shadow Sable, wasn't it? Something like that. That's what I heard. Oh my gosh. Literally Sable. And I heard what you were saying to Griffin as well, of course. Oh my gosh. You all are hilarious, honestly. Literally, I literally watched it back. I premiered it on stream as well, Sable. The moment with Griffin and of course when he said to star come here, Rob. I get it, of course, because he literally came through Sable saying that because me and him do a lot of game chats when he's live usually. You know, that's part of it. That is the reason, isn't it? I feel like you were saying. Because I'm always saying it to him, I'm always saying to Griffin, get over here, Griffin. That's what it is. We're so used to saying it. Like, that's what it is. That's the funny thing in it. So I get it, because I really do. I'm always saying it to him, like I say, so I get it. And like he was saying when he came through, we do game chat during his streams usually. And whenever he's doing a multiplayer stream, I'm usually on the game chat with him usually. Yeah, exactly, Sable, exactly. Which actually we appreciate Griffin for, of course. Because I know like you were saying, it's certainly not easy to do, is it? You know, mod for other streamers whilst during a VC with another stream and modding for their chat. It's a lot of multitasking, isn't it, really? I feel like I've done the same before today. I mean, I have done recently, I will say. It's like, I referred to AJ as TJ when I was responding to him. Their names are quite similar, not only that, but you know, you get so used to saying someone's name, don't you, like, consecutively. It's, you know, it just comes as like, I guess, doesn't it really, like, it just comes to your head, doesn't it really? GG's, Carl and everyone, and yes, apologies for the shield from Carl, Cosmo, of course. Alright, sounds good, Carl, sounds good. So that's, I believe, the first of three rounds. So the second round, any particular stage, Cosmo or Carl, or are we going to randomize it? Yeah, so we can do 2v2 now, Carl, yeah. So there you go, let's go, W. And this works out well because we are planning to play Salmon Run after this EV, after 2 rounds, so works out well, of course. Sounds good, let's randomize it for the shenanigans, let's do it. So round 2 or 3, let's do it. Might change up things a little bit as well, let's see what I want to try. Let's try the Tenza. I haven't tried it for a little bit. Oh, let's go. Literally, that works out well, Eve, doesn't it? We're doing a ditto. We're doing a ditto. We're doing a mean team. Oh yeah, I agree. We should definitely do that, Carl. Yes, definitely. W pick for the last one, yeah. Honestly, Marie Towers not being in Splatoon 3 is crazy to me. Same with Camp Triggerfish. Honestly, like, you know, where were those stages, right? I say were because, you know, I'm not at this point I'm not expecting them to add it, but you never know, of course. They have to, I feel like they have to do something to fill in the gap between Splatoon 3 and 4. I mean, we have Raiders, of course, but even after then, you know, they might have to fill in the gap, though. So I feel like we are going to get Splatoon 4, like I was saying, Steven. I feel like we are going to get it. Oh. I'm glad game 1 to 3. I totally agree. You both are meant to be, honestly. Most definitely, and I'm very happy for you both, of course. And, you know, you both deserve the best, as do you all, of course. You all deserve the best. And I love to hear that. That's how society should be, shouldn't it? You know, we should all be, you know, there for each other, and you know, that should be encouraged, really. and I'm very thankful that game 123 that you have Elijah has someone like yourself game 123. You know, someone as kind and as caring as yourself, of course, and very happy for that, of course, and just thank you for being that for Elijah, of course, because absolutely he deserves it. He's an absolute true one, as well as you know, game 123, and as you all know, so yeah, he's awesome. He recently linked the new song from Descendants 5, I think it is, yeah, so it sounded really nice, I will say. I got to listen to it once over, but yeah, I really liked it from what I heard of it though. Me and him are big fans of this, some of you may know, but we're big fans of this show called Disney Descendants, which is based off like the sons and daughters of the Disney villains. Me and Elijah love that show, so yeah, but sometimes you might see him mentioning it, and I might cover songs, and I will say some of the songs I do see in all of you really, like the song Set It Off is I relate to all of you really, because in the song they're saying, you know, let's set it off, start a chain reaction and we never let it stop, because that's what we do chain reactions and we never let it stop, so I do relate some of those songs to you all really, I'll be honest, to our communities, because yeah, that's why I thought to cover it in my karaoke stream, because the song just made sense really. Right, Murray Towers for the last stage, let's do it. Then like I said, we'll be doing one more to end off. We'll be doing a salmon run, and then we'll be going on a raid. Hopefully to ice it. I've just seen that he's launched into Mario Kart World, because I'll be lurking there for today. But definitely I'll be getting him a raid. Let's see. Murray Towers. I don't feel like it's this far, honestly. I feel like I'm past it. Let's have a look. I will find it, of course. There it is, yep, we got it. Okay, yeah, Cosmo. Okay, right. Gotcha. Alright, I'll do a bonus one as okay, right. I did say 20 minutes, mind you, but alright. Okay, well, this will have to. We'll do a bonus round, of course. Alrighty. Yeah, that's true. Alright, Carly. Okay. Alright, sounds good. Alright. Okay, one last bonus, but this will have to be, of course, the last one, because keep in mind we have to do Sand Run yet, of course, Cosmo, but yeah, alright then. Let's do that. Awesome, Dark. So we'll get you in the last... So we'll do one extra match then, and then we'll go into Sand Run. That sounds good to me. Alright. I know it's going to be a 3-for-2, but that's alright. Yeah, so KJ is Dark in the chat, Evie. Yep, that's the plan, Cosmo. So we'll be doing Murray Towers, then MC, and then we'll be going into Salmon, and then we'll be banning a raid target, of course. Sounds good, Kyle, and it's going good, thank you, Star. We're just getting towards the end of things. Just throwing in one bonus match in regards to Cosmo's request, and then so we're doing 2 more rounds. So this round, and then we're doing one more turf war. Then we'll be going into a big one, a salmon run rather, of course. Then we'll be going on a raid, Star, bro. That's what I just heard, Star. Yeah, Sable's just informed me, of course. And like I say, given the time it is for me now, of course, I don't want to go too long, of course. Yeah, I should be ready soon, Starbro. But I would say it's been a great stream today. Very positive atmosphere, and we even met some new viewers in Cosmo and Dark today. So very positive stream, I will say. I'm glad to see that this game is, you know, gaining traction. Really, of course, because I didn't, you know, when you stream this, you know, it can go either way, can't it? Really, of course. But knowing that there's people out there who are still active playing it is truly awesome, really, to see, honestly. This might have to become a game that I play regularly, honestly. Like, yes, get over here, Star. Oh my gosh. Get over here, Angelo. And Angelo, how all is well? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And if you are lurking, Griffin, get over here, Griffin. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Angelo. Thank you, Star Bro. Glad to be a part of it, of course. Oh. Speaking of Star Bro, I've not shown Angelo that recording. Oh. Oh. When should I do it, of course? Oh. Maybe I could do it just before the raid. Oh. I could try and find it, Star Bro, of course. Because, Golden Angelo, we have a surprise for you, of course. Something that happened during, Stargamer stream, as the outro, shall we say. Star is aware of it, of course, what I'm going to do. Star is aware of it. I said to Star that I would go through with it, so he knows. Oh boy! Oh my gosh. That's literally what Griffin would say, isn't it? Like every time I'd say that, I would be like, oh boy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I think we all say oh boy now. Ever since Griffin said it, I feel like we all say it now, don't we? Like, I think Griffin started a chain reaction with that one, honestly. I'm well paid, everyone. GG's. You were, of course, and as were you all. You all smashing it. Oh my gosh. MC Princess Diaries. Let's do it. Right, Star Bro. Oh my gosh. I'll be honest, Star. I was gonna do it earlier, but I kind of lost track. I kind of, you know, I think I was that busy getting the stream set up and I just got wanting to get straight into things and you know, sorting out the OBS for a moment and the capture and such and the audio. I guess I didn't remember to do it. I might do it before the outro, mind you, though. Of course, I might. Yeah, that's right, Angela. Yeah, it does. That's right. Oh boy. Yeah. I might do it before the outro, honestly, though, of course. That way I can get the raid through right away as well, really. I mean, the raid I have in mind, naturally, he's going to be live for a while. So he's doing a big burst stream today, so yeah, we should be good on that one. I know he did say but like, I think it's 12 hours, I'm pretty sure. Might be mistaken, but he's going for a while, I know that. So I should be able to raid into him. Don't say I'll probably do it before the actual start, bro. So probably I'll do it just before we go into the Simon, most likely. So let's see how I premiere. I didn't say I did an outro, so yeah. I gotta keep to what I stated. Yeah, I will say, those who are just coming through, do stay tuned. Like I said, Splatoon is one of my main go-tos, so definitely seeing the interest in it will, you know, of course, it's like I've just been saying before, like it's all of you that, you know, do play a big part in the games that I stream sometimes, like, you know, like today, seeing that you're all enjoying this, I will, you know, keep that in mind, of course, going forward. And I mean, like I said, I love Splatoon anyways, so I'm always happy to do Splatoon. I've enjoyed revisiting this game as always. Nice, nice. I'll have to see if I can find the moment, of course. We'll probably show it just before the time run, to be honest. That, like I said, that way I can get straight through the outro and we shall read. I'll play pal, I'll play it. But yeah, Angelo, you're gonna find it funny, of course. You may crash out, Angelo, about it, so be prepared, of course. I can't wait to show it you, Angelo, of course. You're gonna burst out laughing, bro, I think, honestly. When I saw it happen, I was like, oh my gosh, we have to show it to Angelo. God, you Evie, I'm so sorry to hear that, of course. I wonder if it is just Pebbles or if it's doing it during matchmaking as well. But that's something we have to test that AV, of course, for you and see. GG's everyone, well played. Alrighty, so we'll go into Simon now, of course, and beforehand though, I've got to show Angelo this recording. Those who are new to the channel, like I say, we like to say get over here a lot. It's one of my good friends known as Nighttime Luigi. He says it a lot because it's a reference from Mortal Kombat. I think Scorpion says it, I believe, when he brings people in with the chains. That's where the reference comes from. So we always say it to each other during Mario Kart usually, or just in Smash Bros or Mario Party. You know, we like our shenanigans, of course. You know, we like to we generally have a lot of fun with the games, you could say, of course. So I'll make a room and whilst everyone joins, I'll get the clip ready, of course. Hopefully I can find it. Again, I would have clipped it, but YouTube decided to remove the clip feature, so as a result, I have to look through the stream itself. I should be able to find it though. I know it's towards the end, like I say. So, right, let's get this lobby open. Let's do that. Alright, once everyone joins, I'll find this clip to show you all. Oh, let's go, WCal, let's go. Awesome. Works out nice. Right, got you, Cosmo, gotcha. Give me a moment whilst to find this clip and then we'll get straight into things. Let's see. Should be on my history, shouldn't it? Yeah, there it is. And never mind, that's no shadows. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, there it is, yeah, why not? I know it was during the creation screen. Give me a moment to try and find this clip, Angelo, of course. It was... think it was before we Yep, I see it. Gotta find it, hang on. Oh, I found it. Hang on. Oh, hang on. Here it is. This is the moment, yep. I found it, Angelo. Hang on. Hang on, that's the wrong stream, hang on. That was from before with regarding Griffin calling Star me, hang on. That's the one I want to go for, there we go. So you can kind of see what's going on here, can't you, Angelo, of course. So basically Star was making me based on myself in Tom's actual life, and he decided to throw this in, of course. And you'll laugh at the name that he gave me as well, Angelo, of course, if I can get that right also, let's see. Right, here you go.
My name is Get Over Here, Angelo.
There you go, Angelo, of course. Did you catch it? Did you catch it, Buddha? I know it was quite quick, mind
My
you.
name is Get Over Here, Angelo. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Get Over Here, Angelo.
Today is April 25th, 2026. My name is Get Over Here, Angelo. It's nice to meet you.
Oh my god.
Today is April 25th, 2020.
Welcome in from I'll be doing well today. Thank you for coming through. Let's go. You're playing Balloons TD. You're awesome. Hope that's going well, of course. Got you from and let's see rough level. I take it, of course. Wishing you all the best with that, naturally.
What? My name is Get Over Here, Angelo. It's nice to meet you. Today is April 25th.
Have you crashed out,
My name is
Angelo,
Get
by the way?
Over Here, Angelo. It's nice to meet. My name is Get Over Here, Angelo. My name is Get Over Here, Angelo. It's nice
Oh
to
my
meet
gosh.
you. Today is April 25th, 2026. My name is Get Over Here, Angelo. It's nice to
Thanks,
meet
Star.
you. My
Oh my
name is
gosh.
Get Over. My name is.
Man, this game, bro. This game. I love this game.
My name is Get Over
And then
Here,
you
Angelo.
should see what the.
My name is.
Hang on. If I can get the name, of course.
My
I
name
know.
is Rob Gamer.
I know. Started.
It's nice to meet you.
You put it
My
as.
name is Rob
I
Gamer.
think-
My name
I
is Rob
think,
Gamer. It's
yeah.
nice to meet you. My name
Hang
is
on.
Rob Gamer. It's not. My name is Rob
I think
Gamer.
because start put my name as
My
Rob,
name is Rob Gamer.
Turntables,
It's
Angelo,
nice
I'm
to
pretty sure.
meet you.
There you go, bro.
Let me try and if I can find Hang on.
You like that voice? So if you want it,
Let me see if I can find it. Hang on, chat. 1 minute. Let me see if I can find this one, of course. I'm trying to find that real quick.
Ooh, Star Gamer X.
Hang on.
I'm Rob Gamer. I'm an L.
I got squad seer.
Hang on.
It's nice to meet you.
Let me see if I can find it.
My name is
Give me a
Rob
moment, chat, whilst I try and find
Gamer. My name is Rob Gamer.
Hang on, let me see if I can find it. I know because Starbro did put me as Rob Turntable at some point. I know he did, of course. Trying to find the moment. Give me a second chat whilst I try and find it. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here it is. Look what Star did, Angelo, of course. Rob Turntable.
My name is Rob Turntable.
Hang on. I'm Rob Turntable, Angelo.
When's your birthday?
Hang on. Right, Star, bro. Right, Angelo, bro. Literally. Look what Star, bro, did, of course. Oh my gosh.
My name is Rob Turntable.
There you go. That's the funny moment. Alright, just feel that real quick pause. But yeah, that's what happened, Angelo, of course. So yes, get over here, Angelo, of course. Right, let's get this started, shall we? Yes, okay, this will be the last section of the stream, and then we'll be going to on a raid. Yeah, crash out. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you, Angelo. Because yeah, I am known as the crash out hunter. Obviously, positive crash outs. Like we don't do like any you know, obviously we don't do any negative ones like rage or triggering or anything like that. But when we say crash out, we just to clarify, we mean like when we like uncontrollably laugh in a positive way, of course. So. You'll hear us saying that a lot about crashing out, just for those coming through today. But yeah, it's obviously we do it in a positive way naturally. Like we're not the type to do any triggering or like rage inducing here, of course. Like we like to joke around, but we do of course space it out, keeping in mind that may not be for everyone. So that's just part of our channel here, though, of course. We have way too much fun in the streams in the best possible way, honestly. Yeah, exactly what I'm just saying, because obviously we're all aware about that, and we all space it out due to that, of course. So, of course we're a very super chill, positive community, and everyone's great friends. Everyone respects each other's thoughts and feelings. So. We're glad to have you part of it, and we thank you all for joining the Team Shining Sparks today. Which is what I refer to my community as being a Nightwing main. Okay, we do a lot of view lobbies and also playthroughs as well. And maybe eventually I might do podcasts, of course, and you might be joining me on a new era of the channel essentially. Also, Star, I wanted to ask you, by the way, bro, I need to ask Griffin as well, mind you, but what do you think of the idea of doing like podcast streams? So maybe like, because Carl had this idea known as the Gamer Squad podcast, where we just talk about all things not necessarily gaming, but also like shows that we've watched and. It could be an idea maybe in the future, right, of course. Like maybe every now and then we could just like throw out a podcast episode. Yes, Star Bro, of course. So we were, of course, no pressure, but that's an idea that we were discussing earlier. So pretty much, Daytona was saying that Lens is doing podcast type content, and then it reminded me of when Tager said to me, even in his words he said to me, even just talking to you, Rob, is entertaining. So he's always given me the idea to do like hangout streams or essentially a podcast type of stream. So we were discussing the idea of maybe like covering various topics and just having like a chill, like podcast stream with viewers. Like I said, there's no pressure on that. I just, just something that came to mind really. And yep, Star, I played it. I think I go through it, Star, bro. And it might well be that I do them like maybe if I could just do them like I could do like a solo one and see how that goes, of course, but to see if it works, like I think the reason why I never did them previously was because it's like Carl was saying, like I think I would worry about running out of things to say really. But I know, like, going by, ever since, I feel like, even from today, really, like, the conversations do flow, and I know as well, Star, you're very good at keeping conversations flowing, so, And I know as well, during our streams, like, you know, me, you, and even and Griffin, we do discuss about, you know, gaming and what games could add and such. Which in itself, you know, I guess, you know, works, of course. Like, you know, for the streams. Because I guess essentially people are getting like both gaming and you know, our thoughts on things in that way as well. Just an idea really, of course, but yeah. Probably like I said, if I did do it, it probably would be like every now and then. I don't think I would do it frequently, of course. I don't think I would do it like weekly by any means. Could be an idea though, like, you know, of course. I guess essentially though, you could say I guess in some ways we already do with the streams, don't we? Like, I know sometimes we have talks with viewers about regarding, like, you know, what we would like to be added to games. So I guess in a way we already do essentially alongside, you know, of course, streaming a game. Because I'll be honest, like some of my streams, they have turned into like hangout streams, I feel, so that's where the idea stems from really. And you did everyone what I played? Excellent work. Of course it is different, isn't it, not being able to throw the eggs into the basket. Alright, sounds good, Cosmo, sounds good. Got you, Cosmo. I see. Thank you very much, Cosmo. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed it. Alright, awesome, so let's go. W. There you go, everyone. It may happen, of course. You might get a Gamers Squad podcast, of course, and it doesn't necessarily have to be limited to you and Griffin Star. We could, you know, get others involved as well, perhaps, essentially. Like I say, it won't have to be a weekly thing. Like I wouldn't put you on a schedule because I feel like it's only right when I think it's only right that we'd all do it when we feel like it, of course, and when I feel like it, naturally. But could be an idea though. So I feel like having it on a schedule, you know, I don't want it to feel like it's, you know, something that's, you know, pushed, if you will. So. Maybe like every now and then, like whenever we have like something that comes to mind, we could just, you know, maybe like when a topic arises, I don't know, for instance, when Nintendo launches, like the Wii NSO, of course, just as an example, like something like big like that, that's when we could do those type of, you know, streams essentially, you know, we could do it, of course. So yeah, that's definitely something to stay tuned for in the future. And what Carl was saying, Star, was that maybe we could do like, potentially we could cover our thoughts on Total Drama. You know, that's what he was suggesting earlier, of course. Like we watch a season together and then we react to it in podcast format. So yeah, they're definitely an idea, isn't it? Honestly. Like I said, I wouldn't schedule-ize it. I would probably do it like every so often, like every now and then I would probably throw it in. You know, whether it be like even monthly, honestly, is something to consider. But I think how I'd want to do it is when we have the ideas in mind, like we'd have to go into it, you know, with the topics to cover. And that's probably how I would do it, really. But you know, it's something to discuss, isn't it? I suppose. Awesome stuff, bro. Let's go, W. And I know Daytona said to me as well that you definitely could do it. I feel like that same goes for all of us, really. Cause I feel like we do have great conversations with our viewers, though. I feel like we do. I feel like we're all very insightful, aren't we? And we always, you know, analyze things deeply, I feel, of course, whether it be like the sound in games, for instance, the character designs, you know, the lore. I think people would enjoy it, honestly, I do, because I'll be honest, sometimes these streams, they do turn into hangout streams unintentionally, so, you know, it may happen, of course. Yeah, exactly, Star, like, it's great interaction with the audience, exactly, yeah. Number one Star, we'll go for. That's a good question, Star, yeah, of course. Because it's been a while. That's what I was saying before start to everyone that it's been a while since we did those. Of course, like the watch parties. Yeah, this could be a reason to bring them back, right? That's right, Star, bro. Yeah, we're getting towards May, aren't we? Of course, which is honestly crazy to think, honestly, that we're getting towards May now. Where did the time go? Seriously, time flies when you're having fun, right? Well, let's go, Jess. I remember you mentioned it during Griffin's Gym, of course. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm absolutely honoured, Jess. Appreciate you, sis. So that's like, you could say it's like an RPG that has me's in it, Cosmo. It's very cool, I will say. It is like an RPG, isn't it, Jess, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's like a turn-based RPG that involves your Mii's, Cosmo, from what I know. Pretty cool, honestly. Never got around to playing. I know another friend known as Gaming Wall Arts. He played it a lot, of course. But yeah, it's an awesome game from what I can tell. I'm just glad that Mii games are still being made, really. So yeah, so. Right, Angelo. I'm gonna add the crash out before I head out, of course, but yeah, let me do that real quick. Let me see. I'll put Angelo crashes out when I show him the Tomodachi Life recording of me saying, "Get over here, Angelo," from Stargamer Stream. W. But not every week, mind you, but every so often, Stargamer goes to Disneyland. That's like his second home, you could say, Cosmo. So him and myself are big lovers of Disneyland. So of course he shares his experience with me and all of us as well. If you've not already checked out his videos, please do. Of course, he's actually got some videos based off it. It's an ongoing tradition that me and Star have now, where you know, anytime we go to Disneyland, he'll inform me about it, because, you know, I love to hear about naturally what all of you are getting up to, of course, and, you know, being a big Disney lover myself, you know, I love to hear about his journeys there. So he's got a lot of videos covering Disney. He's got a couple of videos there, so definitely check them out if you haven't already. I even covered the parade song in honor of Star going back there a couple of months ago as well, so definitely check it out. And in general, just check out his streams, because the same goes to all the content creators, because they're absolutely awesome. Every single person in this, who comes through. I know I've got Golden Angelo. I know I did link the others before as well. Of course, Jess once again, and Kyle. Yeah, the community is absolutely awesome. Like I said, everyone supports each other, and you know, we all have the best time with in the streams. So yeah, very positive, wholesome community of you know, some strong friendships. Everyone's friends here at this point, honestly. We see each other like family really at this point, honestly. You know, we've all become so close over the years. It's been quite the journey, like I say. Right, I've added the chat, Angelo. Oh my gosh, Rob, this Nightwing character asked me if I want a piggyback ride from you, and I'm like, yeah. Yes, Nightwing will give you a piggyback, Jess, of course. You know, he's very helpful like that. You know, the Shining Sparks himself, you know, always comes through with the support. And naturally, Jess, he knows you're a friend of mine, of course, so naturally he's happy to help you out, of course. And I see you with those keys, bro. I see you. Let's go. One last gift for Golden Angelo. So, again, for context, for those who aren't aware of it, because I know we did have some reviews today, not being so Cosmo and Dark being two of them, of course. So, Angelo's least favorite minigame is Gatekeepers on Super Mario Party Jamboree. So, that's where that run joke comes from. So, we're always saying to Angelo, here's some keys. So, yeah, if you stick around, of course, you'll come to realise that we keep these jokes flowing naturally within reason. Like I say, we do space them out, but yeah, we have a lot of fun with them, of course. So we hope you enjoy your time here, and like I say, everyone's very respectful and, you know, chill and just generally awesome. So yeah, we had the best time here, of course. Right, Loshiro, yeah. Truth be told, it is his favourite mini-game, chat. You know, he does say it's his least favourite, but, you know, I'm not convinced, because I will say, chat, that Angelo has actually won Gatekeepers. And Lord Shadow, the way he says it, I'm not convinced. He says, he's like, just because I won it doesn't mean I like it. But I'm like, if you're good at something, that means you do like it though, right? Like, it means that you that Angelo has been practicing it, of course, off stream. So I think he likes it on the quiet, Lord Shadow. Yeah, his most favorite minigame. That's right. That's Griffin J. Yep. So Griffin Gamer doesn't like cookie cutters. That's right. Yep. That's his least favorite minigame, of course. So yeah, you might see in my community tab that one of our regulars known as Marnie, she's done all these pictures related to those. So yeah, fun times, honestly. Mine is you know, tricky turntable. So do with that as you will, of course. Like, obviously, you know, given these jokes, obviously we all give you the green light to go ahead with them, of course, as long as you don't naturally overdo them or exhaust them. That's all we ask. But generally people don't, and you know, we enjoyed that because, you know, shenanigans is what we do. Let me see what that symbol relates to. I can't tell anything. Let me have a look. Is that cookies? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, that's cookies, right? I couldn't see it on my, because yeah, that's cookies, of course. Griffin's favourite minigame, right? Lord Shadow, of course. Oh my gosh. Imagine if he's lurking here and me saying that on the word. I mean, I know he was lurking here before naturally, so he might have heard me say that now, honestly. Oh my gosh. Could be a chat in itself. And Tricky Tintables is totally my favourite minigame. I do actually choose the game jokes, like if I need the coins and that's my only option, then I will go for it. So I actually have voted for Tricky Turntables before today. It's funny really, because not many people don't like that minigame, so they don't, you know, so they usually get behind me saying like no Tricky Turntables. They don't normally go through with it because they don't like it either really. So that one you know, it's quite funny really in that regard. Like, you know, everyone supports it because supports me on it because you know, they don't like it either, of course. Yep, and Kyle enjoys all of the mini games, of course. I know as well. And you mentioned, Kyle, that you liked hot cross blocks, which again is mixed amongst the community. For some people, it's too long. I personally don't mind hot cross blocks. I still like it because you know, I like the idea behind it, and I think it does make for a fun mini game if you think about it, because you don't know who's going to win it, and there have been times when like either, you know, you stay stuck at the start for the longest time, and then, you know, it might seem like you're not going to win if someone's getting close, but then that person gets, like, you know, back to back of duplicate blocks as the same person. So because if they choose the same block as another person, they don't get the block really, of course. So they get back to back rounds when they can't move pretty much. So the person who is in fourth place could end up coming first, or, you know, there's that, and then, you know, you and another person might be at, like, one block away from the end, and then it's like you kind of like battling to see who wins it. So it does remain unpredictable enough for me to actually like it. So I will admit it can go on for a while sometimes, but, you know, I don't mind that minigame personally. I'm actually okay with it. I know nighttime is okay with it as well. Whenever people say, you know, not hot cross blocks, nighttime will be like, you know, don't see the harm in it. He'll pretty much say, like, he doesn't see what's wrong with it, so yeah. Oh, yeah, Jay, I will say that person we no longer mention during the streams now, of course, not to go into it, but, yeah. Previously, but yeah, that person we don't associate with anymore, Jay, of course, not to go into that on stream naturally, but yeah. I don't know if everyone's aware of it, of course. All I'll say is that I'm remaining neutral on that person, of course, and that's the most I'll say on that one. But me personally, I do not associate with them, so yeah, anything related to that person, or we ask that you don't mention in the live that's going forward, please, and thank you. Thank you, Jess. But yeah, generally speaking, we have a lot of Jamboree mini games, and that we have as our favourites, you could say, and we have a lot of fun with that. So definitely, oh, you're a good, you know, whereas I know it is still pretty recent. Like I say, literally, it's only been like a week. It's only been a week, hasn't it? Really, more or less. So it's not been that long, has it? Really, Jay? So we get it. Thank you, Griffin. Yeah, exactly. Because I know it's recent, and I know not everyone's. I know some people aren't aware of it in general. So I knew going back into streams that, you know, I would have to mention that. This is why I came prepared with it. Really, that's the way to summarize it. You know, no longer associated with said person, and we ask you not to, like I say, we ask you not to mention anything related to that person in the live chats, of course. But yeah, not to go into that. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Star. Exactly what Star's saying, of course. I know as well. A lot of us are still processing it ourselves, so all good. Naturally, you know, these things take time, don't need to adjust to. Like I say, I went into streams, you know, ready for them such things to be mentioned, really. Yeah, Jay, you've probably noticed it yourself, haven't you? Of course, not like I say, I'm not going to go into it naturally, but yeah, we remain neutral, of course, because we don't think it's fair for people to choose sides naturally, of course. But yeah. I remember nature pictures the big in spring. Yeah, exactly, Star, bro. Exactly, bro. Hang on. Just double check how I phrased it. I'm just saying. I'm just checking over something real quick. Give me a moment. Oh, yep. Yep, Griffin, time for a pet from Jess, of course. Add it to the pet counter. Let's go, Jess, let's go. Right, let me, just gotta check over something. Give me a moment, chat. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, so how I phrase it, like I say, is like I'll always hit people who mention it. I am no longer associated with said person, so I ask you not to mention them or anything related in the chat going forward, please and thank you. So that's what we'll say on the matter, because it's the best way to stay neutral and you know, not to go into it. We want, you know, want to keep these streams positive for everyone coming through. You know, we don't want people to, you know, we don't want new viewers to question that either. So that's of course why we're phrasing it like that. Thank you, mods. Oh, we're getting raided by TJ. Thank you so much for the raid, TJ. The word is about to enter myself, to be honest. I'm just wrapping up my stream here, of course. Do we do a couple of turf wars for the raiders? Of course, I want to give you some form of show before I end, though, naturally. Unless you want to do like a joint raid, you know, of course, that's an ad as well, right? Welcome in, raiders. Let's get the raid screen for everyone, shall we? I think maybe we'll throw in a couple of turf wars, and then what we'll do, we'll put Teju on the raid hashtag today. And I think that's going to end just after that match, of course. Got you, Teju. Yeah, that's an idea, of course. I don't mind throwing in a couple matches before we end, naturally, maybe 2 or 3 matches at least, and then a couple of turf wars maybe, and then we'll do that joint raid. That sounds like a plan. Just so you get, you know, the raiders get some form of show naturally, of course. Alright, let's do that, of course. So let's get that rolling, of course. Sounds like a plan, Teju. Yeah, we'll do two more matches for you and the raiders, of course. Thank you so much for the raid, bro. Greatly appreciated.
We rolling laughing, sneakers on the floor, inside jokes flying through the door. Every little fail turns into a game. We shout our colors, call out our name. We are the team, shining sparks, feeling shocked like a thunderbolt, lighting up the dark. We are the sparks that shock the lightning. It's electrifying, hearts igniting, so together we are the team, shining sparks.
Thank you so much again to Teju for that awesome raid. Greatly appreciated. Hope you had an awesome stream today, my friend. I saw that I was in a match today. I look forward to watching that back, of course, Teju. If you haven't already, definitely check out Teju. He's another awesome content creator, wonderful host. I will say he hosts a lot of sporting shows on his channel. He covers a lot of sporting games, but he also plays Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, Super Pack Jamboree, amongst other games. So definitely check him out. He's absolutely awesome. Thank you for grabbing, of course, Teju's link, Griffin. Greatly appreciated. And once again, Griffin, get over here, Griffin. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Teju, go ahead. Is this regarding the launch of those premiere, Teju? Because I know that's something to announce, right? In your wrestling series, is that what we're getting right now? Of course. yeah, we'll do 2 regular battles and then we'll do a joint raid with Mr. TJ, of course. I'm thinking to raid into Isaias today, TJ, because he's doing a birthday stream right now, of course. So we'll be raiding into Icy today. I think he should still be live, I believe. You know, he was there for my birthday stream, so it just makes sense, doesn't it, really? Of course, the raids are optional, like, they're never required for anyone to go through on those calls. Like, people have to raid and run, or they can't make it, of course. Or they, you know, rather than not going, that's totally fine, of course. Like, no pressure on that. But usually at the end of a stream, we like to raid into another streamer, of course. You know, send them that support, really. Okay, this person's doing a birthday stream and they've raided me a couple times previously, and you know, they were there for my birthday stream previously in February, so naturally, you know, just giving back my support, of course, like you do. And actually, even just posting the hashtag if you're, you know, it helps the streamer go a long way, of course. It helps a long way with the streamer. Yeah, of course, that's that you only post it once though, and of course not to subscribe and unsubscribe right away, because that can only hurt my channel, but it can hurt the streamer's channel as well, of course. Yeah, how was your stream today, Teju? I hope it went well, my friend, of course, and I do hope to make it to one of your streams one of these days, Teju. On my next stream death, I'm gonna keep an eye out for you on one of your streams, Teju, of course. It's been way too long, I feel, since we properly hand out on your stream, so I look forward to being there again. This is what I've been spacing out the streams more, of course. You know, getting those breaks in between, so you know, seeing things off stream naturally, so yeah. Just in general, it's good for your well-being, isn't it, really, to have those breaks, so yeah. That's why I've been doing those, of course. I'm always saying to all of you about self-care, which is, you know, something I've been keeping in mind lately as well. You know, it does follow on from what we were just going over earlier about the, of course, the de-association thing, of course, not to go into it, but yeah. Sometimes it's good to have that break from things, isn't it, really? Which is why I decided not to stream like the last weekend because of it. But, you know, we all have each other through it, and you know, keeping those shining spots, of course, shining. And you've all made my return streaming amazing, so I thank you all for that, honestly. Alright, Starbro, sounds good. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Tej. Glad to hear it. Oh, let's go. Griffin and Star Gamer are Stanley Cup champions. Let's go. Congrats, guys. Let's go. W. That's what's up. What was that last week? Has it already been a week, mind you, of course. I remember, Jay, I think, let me double check actually, because it's, you know, time do be flying naturally. I will say, I did have to postpone 2 streams, Jay. Just, you know, due to what I've just been saying there, of course, and, you know, regarding what we've just been over, and, you know, just in general, having those breaks in between, really. Sometimes if I do a longer stream, you know, sometimes, the following day I might, you know, I might decide to have, you know, a chill day, of course, or that, or I've got other things to catch up on as well. Let me just double check though, of course, because this is the reason why I'm playing Splatoon 2 today, and this was meant to be, I think, last week. Let me just double check though. Let me see. my schedule from previously. I'll have a look at some but yeah, I think it was last weekend. Might have been. But yeah, I did have to cancel this. I was going to do this stream previously, Jay, and along with Sonic Unleashed, but both of them had to be postponed. You know, like I've just been saying, due to those reasons. I believe it was last weekend though. I think this is yeah, I'm pretty sure this has been my first stream back since really. I think my last stream before then was the Tomodachi live stream. When I was making Bruce Wayne. As well, I'm thinking to bring video premieres to the channel eventually, just you know, to have content in place for those days when I do have those stream breaks, of course. That way, you know, there's still content being, you know, put out. So eventually, you might see like video premieres on the channel as well. So I'm thinking to cover like various mobile games, maybe just general games that work for premieres. So yeah. Yeah, I know, Jay, of course, yeah. It's been tough on all of us, honestly. Last match, Cosmo, yeah, for the Raiders, of course. So this is the last match, yeah, we decided to go into a slight encore, for the Raiders. But yeah, like Star saying, Jay, let's not go into it, of course. I'm going to delete that, to be honest. If I can find the delete button, there we go. Thank you, Star, thank you, Griffin. I agree, honestly. I know, Star, bro, I know, of course. Alright, Cosmo, sounds good. I think we needed this distraction, really, so yeah, sounds good. Yeah, exactly, JJ. Thank you, bro. Exactly, yeah. I felt like it was definitely needed, honestly. Yeah, exactly, Jay. If you mention that again, of course, we will have to take action, I'm afraid. I guess I just don't want to keep people in the dark, really, because I know some people aren't aware of it, so, you know, I'm trying to keep that in mind, really. And it won't do me any favours, you know, going over it, of course. It's just going to trigger it, isn't it, really? So, you know. Want to stay off topic, please, Jay, please and thank you, of course. Moving on. No worries, Carl. We'll see you soon. Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Thank you, Carl. Yeah, probably just do one more match, like I say, and then we'll be heading on a raid. Yes, Cosmo will get you in one last round, and then, like I say, we'll be ending off the stream. Definitely, Cosmo, you can come right through, of course. We'll get you in. Are you in the round currently? I'm not sure if you are, of course. I don't mind going over a little bit, though, because we do want to end this on a positive vibe, naturally, so. Oh, very nice, Jay. Very nice. There you go. That sounds good. Awesome. Love a good map for you, of course. Oh, there you are. Awesome. So we can get you in this match. Awesome. Sorry, it's going to be overtime. Of course. To Star Stable and Griffin and Loshida, of course. That can happen sometimes, can't it, with streams? Yeah, I'll make this the last match and then we'll go raid. Yeah, I know. Started going to previously about not acknowledging that, so I think this will be the last time we go over it, of course. So if anyone questions it, we're not going to go into it going forward because we need to move forward from this. So yeah. Anyways, positive vibes. Of course, tomorrow I have Sonic Unleashed happening, so do look forward to that. Of course, it's been I have this series on my channel known as Sonic Sundays, so every other Sunday I like to cover Sonic content. So do look forward to that. Eventually, I want to throw in like retro games as well, of course, because I've only stuff out in Sonic Racing Crossworld and of course Sonic Unleashed. But eventually, I want to do Sonic Rumble as well, along with maybe Sonic Adventure 2. So there's that, of course. Get over here, Star. Yeah, and Griffin made celery tea and special side of ravioli, yeah? So at Griffin's tea stand. Even in Tamagotchi life, Griffin celery is now a thing, of course. So while stock is last, definitely go buy it, everyone. It seems to be the hot topic currently, pun intended, because it is spicy after all. So yeah, literally, Star made the broccoli spicy and hot, Griffin, of course, which makes sense for you being a Bowser main, right? I feel like Bowser would like something like that. I feel like Bowser is a spicy food person. I feel like he is. Or a spicy food dragon, I guess you could say. That's Koopaling. Did I say broccoli? Of course. I thought I said celery, to be honest. Yeah, it's not broccoli. It's celery, chat, everyone. Of course. Oh my gosh. That's a bro moment right there, of course. I should know the running joke by now because I've said it enough times. No word. But yes, celery tea, everyone. Yep, there you go. Celery command. Oh my gosh. But who knows, maybe that'll be a future one. But no, it's called celery tea because it's a running joke regarding a certain Max and Ruby clip, shall we say, where Max holds celery, of course. I think it is, yeah, that's right, yeah. GG's everyone, well played to you, Cosmo, and thank you for coming through today, nice meeting you. Like I said, I'll definitely be bringing this back, I might throw it into next week's schedule, because this Sunday I do plan to do a schedule, of course, like I said, tomorrow will be Sonic Unleashed. Hopefully around the same time, because I do want to try and get these streams through earlier, of course, naturally, because it works out well for everyone and myself, really, of course. Thank you, Starbro, and thank you for your support. Thank you to all the mods and the viewers for the support today. Greatly appreciated. Let's get this raid through, shall we? Honestly, Starbro, it is. It's why I always enjoy bringing it back, of course. Thank you, Goku, bro. So let's take a look. We do have a target in mind, Cosmo. Of course, don't and please don't capitalize your message, of course. Naturally, I would have to look into the person as well, Cosmo, because they are new to me, of course. But I do have a target in mind today, like I say, because he's been a long time friend of mine, and it's his birthday today, and he's he's come through. He come through to my bird stream previously in the year, so that's why we're keeping him in mind today. Thank you, Star Bro. Thank you, Lotto, of course. So we'll do we could do a what do we call ourselves, Teju? I think we call ourselves the. I think what was the name that you gave us, bro? I think it was Toad Gamers, I believe, or we could do that, of course. Or we could just do hashtag Rob and TJ. How do you want to do it? Of course, TJ. I'm thinking hashtag Toad Gamer Squad, and then obviously we put on the other one hashtag me and TJ Raid, just so he knows it's us. Or we could just do simply Rob and TJ Raid, of course. I'm okay to do either, really. Let me just make sure he's still live, of course. If not, we'll find someone else, but I think he should be still going though. Yeah, he's still alive, of course. Right. So I'll get the link for our raid target. And I'll have to go over to the live chat on my browser because yeah, my tablet battery drained. So right, well. So today, Cosmo, we're raiding a friend of mine known as Isaias Reavers. He's currently doing a birthday stream right now. He's playing Mario Kart World. So if anyone plays that, of course, you're very welcome to join. I believe he's playing with viewers today. Obviously, I'll be lurking at that stream. Rob Gamer to do it. Okay, that sounds good. Let's go for it. Yeah, I'm a community name that I do have a community name in place, Cosmo. So we call ourselves the Shining Sparks community. So as the raid song says, Team Shining Sparks. So I guess you could abbreviate it to of course TSS if you wanted to, of course. Give me a moment, of course, Jay. We're just getting the hashtag. We're just getting the hashtag sorted out. So of course, this will be our raid tag. Rob Gamer TJ Raid, and I'll just get the link for Isaias, and then we'll be on our way there, of course. And like I said, you'll all see me again tomorrow for Sonic Unleashed, of course. I hope to go through with it this time, you know, of course. Yeah, I believe he's playing with viewers, of course. So anyone who wants to join, I think he's probably got a room ID and possibly a friend code, of course. So there is that. And he's playing Splatoon 3 as the finale game, I believe, also. So this is the link. Yeah, Team Shining Sparks. Yes, sir, TJ. So that's the link to our raid target. So I'll see you all there momentarily, and thank you all again for the support today. And I shall see you all in the next one. But until then, you all stay awesome, stay positive, stay golden, and always take care. And may the Shining Sparks, like Goku just posted in the chat, with you always. Have a great night, everyone, and I shall see you all in the next stream. You all take care and stay safe. Bye for now, everyone.